Hi, y'all. Yeah, I told y'all that's what they was gonna do. Told y'all. So now this says being enacted by the Senate. Let's see. That all persons born in the United States are not subject to any foreign power, excluding Indians, not taxed, are hereby declared to be citizens. Now, do you know if your great 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 grandma was an Indian that was excluded from being taxed? Do you know that? You should know what your folks was doing back in 1866. So, let's see. Excluding Indians. So, let me go to the etymology. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the etymology for Africans so you see who they Africans really were. Okay. And I'm going to also ask that you go to Princeton University. Maybe look up ancient, I forget the link. I'll provide the link for you. I'll go back to the video and I'll put the links in. But go to Princeton University and in their search box, put in the maps and they'll tell you about the maps of Africa, right? And you'll see the first maps that that Ptolemy used to go around certain places just to get to Calcutta. Okay? Now, Calcutta is what they now call India. So don't tell me only Indians are in India, because India was not incorporated, okay, until 1948, 47, something like that. Okay? So it didn't even fucking exist as India, doing business as India until 1948. My grandmama was older than 1948. So, give me 1 second. Now, let's see. What was I going into? Oh, honey, I don't do Kwanzaa. Hey, E, how you doing? I don't deal with that. That man was a bad man. That dude that created Kwanzaa, he was a rapist and all types of stuff. He mutilated women. He went to prison. They didn't celebrate Kwanzaa in Africa until the 19 goddamn 70s. That shit's a lie. Kente Cloth is a little bit older than me. Okay, I was born in the 70s. Kente Cloth was born in 1968. I'm telling y'all all this shit. If you ask your elders, they're going to tell you when they all of a sudden had to start learning Swahili and all this shit. Why when they let grandma and great-great-great-grandma and them go to school, they ain't learn their language then? It took them all this time to get them to teach you some other shit that you ain't never been taught. You never shit. And if your ass is African, you better be able to motherfucking prove it. Prove who you related to. Tag your motherfucking relatives. Just because I love who my fucking grandmother's family and my grandfather's family was, my antecedents, don't mean I hate anybody else's. Y'all gonna get off mine, okay? You're gonna get off the shit. The records are in. This shit happened way before I fucking got here. But my kids won't catch no goddamn amnesia. You talk about stay woke. Right. So now, this goes into color of law. And every race and color without regard to previous condition of slavery or involuntary servitude, except as punishment for a crime. Now, how many of y'all that do find that perhaps y'all was slaves? Do y'all ever think that your family stole a hog or broke the motherfucking law or something like that? Did it ever occur to you? Maybe some niggas go to jail. I done had some people in my family go to jail, go to prison and shit. And don't mean they was guilty, but they sure fuck got convicted, right? Not everybody that goes to prison is guilty, right? But in your mind, it thinks so because you have your God. And your God ain't the God that you be praying to. It be the money, right? The fake ass currency and shit, right? It be that. That's who people draw themselves to things, right? But in all actuality, we are the currency. So again, go back to the silver certificates. They stopped issuing those and people became civilator martus. civically dead because you traded in what your mama and your grandmama was for being something else. All right, fuck it. I'm black. You tell a child they stupid enough, the child really gonna think they stupid, huh? And motherfuckers read the dictionary, and I'm not no crayon color. You look at any child in preschool or any child in kindergarten and tell them draw a picture of themselves. They're gonna pick up the peach crown or they're gonna pick up a brown crown. Ain't no goddamn way they gonna pick up no blank white motherfucking crown, right? If that's the case, their imaginary white friend would just be the spot of paper, right? And they would draw themselves with the black crayon. Show me where the fuck the kids do it at. They don't. It's common sense. You tell somebody they something long enough, I guess they believe it. Because if you don't say, no, I'm not, I am. Ain't no, you're going to be whatever the fuck they say you're going to be until you declare. That's why they have to make a Declaration of Independence. Declaration, damn it. Don't your mama say, God damn it, I'm the boss around here, and this is how this is going down, right? She makes a declaration. Big mama, grandma, make a declaration, right? Oh, y'all gonna stop this. Ain't gonna be no war. Y'all won't be fighting each other. This is how this is going down. You sit there, right? Y'all be thinking that we forget who, it's so funny the whole world want to be like us. And we just want to be like everybody else. Right? But everybody want to be like us. I find that shit fascinating. I find that shit fascinating. You have all the proof in the world, right? Because you still got the living relatives, and I got the 75-year-old uncle and an aunt that's 74. I have the living relatives that absolutely know. You don't fucking deter from who you are for anybody. Because when you do, you bring shame on yourself. And things occur to you that you can't protect yourself with. You fucking show me a bunch of Nigerians that's locked up in these prisons up here. You show me them. Point them out. Guarantee you they was born right here, first generation, maybe second. But other than that, everybody else goes back home. You look at the military documents for Rex 84. And it says that there's nowhere that the Negro could go, right? And it named all of those black extremist groups who the fuck they think they are. And then it clearly names them in the document. He is formidable to go to any other country because he is bound to this continent by heritage. What the fuck does heritage mean? I want you to tell me that. And I need to know how important it is to you. Everybody else has it. So if everybody want what everybody else got, I'm pretty sure these other motherfuckers can name all of their goddamn relatives and ancestors and all of that. Why you can't? How the fuck you know who King Tut goddamn grandmother is? Jesus' grandmother, Rufa fucking Moabiter, or Mobile, whatever, Moabitis. And we talk all this shit, but you don't know what was happening, what street your fucking folks lived on when this goddamn law was passed. Why you don't know? That's due diligence. Right. That's due diligence, and that's some shit that we lack. It's a lot of TV watching and a whole bunch of talking and chit-chatting and shit, but at the end of the day, it's a war going on outside, and no one is safe. That get your, them mental grenades and them goddamn bazookas and rocket ships fired up, right? And get into some action. You gotta get into some action. I don't know everything, but I'm sure try a hold it, because they been blooping me. And I got a whole bunch more. Hold on, here goes some I ain't even respond to yet. I'll get to them. Respond to these. And they all say the same motherfucking thing. They ain't rough me up. They ain't shoot me. They ain't beat me upside my head. Them motherfuckers was asking me about, how did you find all of this stuff out? I got more problems with people that's my complexion than the actual white people that I gotta tell, hold up, you ain't gonna treat me, see, because you assume. You have the right to assume, right? They have the right. Man, I'm laughing. I'm just having a laugh because I know I'm hyped, but I'm passionate about this shit. And I just thought of somebody telling me that, you know, sometimes I'll be in D minor. It's a little insider. But the shit is funny. I know I'm hyped and it's early in the morning. I'm hyped, but this is the shit I live and breathe every fucking day, right? So I don't really got shit to hide. This is it, you know. But you guys, y'all, you gotta stop being soft, man. Stop being soft. Don't just let people take your fucking cornbread, man, and tell you anything. Because these other motherfuckers, they can absolutely tell you who they are. And you know what's funny? Because our other intra-American brothers and sisters, right, they be swearing they something else because they got a nationality. I Jamaican, I this, say that, and all this other shit. I'm a Puerto Rican. Motherfucker, you an Indian. And you're an Indian. All that other shit, partially true. But what y'all is a fucking Indian. And you attach yourself to the goddamn land. Or get off it and go home. Go home. You feel like you from somewhere else? Find out. Go home. When you get in that lane and then come back and we be able to do some shit. Because you know the struggle on both sides, right? Because I can't prove no relation to nobody over there. Ain't a grave around that I can go dig up anywhere else but here in this country. And that's going back to motherfucking 1600s. I don't gotta think about 10,000 years ago. These motherfuckers wasn't here fucking up my shit 10,000 years ago, I don't think. You know? Not that I know of. That shit don't affect me. I'm going back to the root. And the root for me is as far back as I can go. And I can prove what they did to me and my folks. I've been doing this shit for a long time for hundreds of families. I can prove what they was doing and most of you and yours too. You gotta know what fucking what tree you're swinging up. Right? You gotta know where you're barking. Because you're just mad and you don't know where to fucking bark at. You can't talk about we was on a boat, we was this and that. Prove it, bitch. Where the ship at? You gotta have details. Hey, somebody hit me in the face. Who's he? Who's somebody? If it's just a random person, then don't complain because nobody could do nothing about it. You ain't got nobody to blame. But if you know who your killer is, who the killer is, right? You need to have some goddamn details. You gotta have some details. You bearing false witness, the false witness be against yourself. License and registration. Nigga, I ain't got one. What you talking about? You talking about the one that look like my name? I don't know what you talking about. Who are you? Do you have ID? Honey, I need to, can you identify yourself? Hold. Who goes there? This is my motherfucking house. I'm not gonna let nobody knock on my door and be like, yo, let me see what color bra you got on. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna let a motherfucking stranger run up on me and ask me for something that really belonged to them so they could catch me with some stolen property. Cause I'm a runaway slave with this goddamn driver's license. So you know, I do funny shit like this. Cause that's the truth. I ain't even fucking lying here. I do shit like, oh, I don't have that, but if you need something to check or something to run, I'll give them one of these. Right? Give them a card. Credit card. Give them a card. You give them something like that because I got a contract with a bank, so that just proves that I have an interest here. But you don't know who I'm doing business with. Because if I prove to you with this little piece of paper that first it starts off, you get your license, you ask for permit. You fucking 28, 30, I'm grown. Telling everybody in the street, I'm grown. But you go ask a stranger for permission to drive. Like, can I please be down with your commercial system so I can end up paying tickets and then be mad when you slap this paper on me that says I gotta pay that even though my dumb ass signed up for it? So it's their job to keep themselves in business, right? As an agency. So they're just going to have their enforcers out putting tickets on your car. You could be parked in front of your so-called own house, where on your deed it's going to list you as a tenant, even though you own the house and you may think you own it, but you paying taxes, so you volunteering to have them manage your shit, right? So they could provide public funds to maybe help you get insurance or do a little something for you in the event that something fucked up happened to your shit. How are you secure? You want to know why George Bush got rid of those goddamn, the analog, the landlines, and everything's digital? Because the landline did what? Connected you to the motherfucking land. The landline used to connect you to the land. Now it's digital. Who owns that? Who got the copyright on that? Not you. Not you. You gotta get permission for them to fuck your whole shit up. Now, I ain't gonna say that they ain't gonna do you dirty or try. That's their job to try. Wicked people have to try to fuck you up. Right? But in order to defeat the bully, you gotta know what the rules are. Maybe it's not the bully. Maybe it's you. Maybe there's really a G code that say you're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day. Maybe that shit just fucking really did something to him and pissed him off or something. We don't know. We can't even worry about that. But you better know how to get the goon off your back. Right? And this is not in an aggressive way. This is all in protecting and defending yourself. I just want to go on in the pursuit of happiness because that's what my rights are there to do. But you have to evoke them and all of that. And the best thing to do is rebut any presumption. Because anytime you stop me, I've been in a car that flipped over 5 complete revolutions on an icy fucking highway. So I don't play any games in the car, and I've been driving since I was 9. I've never crashed anything, but I've been in fucking cars that crashed, okay? So I don't play games in my conveyor or any conveyor. Yeah, I buckle up and I don't fucking obstruct anybody, right? Because I'm not out to hurt anybody. But I don't let anybody hurt me. And that's anybody. Not just somebody that look like me, that I may interact with all the time. These are motherfucking hidden bullies behind logos and shit. That I don't know who the hell they are. Who the fuck is these people? The state of New York State Department of Motor Vehicles uniform traffic ticket. I'm going to need motor vehicles to come and say it to my face. Motor vehicles going to have to show up. Because, ain't nobody named McDonald's really sitting there behind the desk that you can call and be like, hey, Mr. McDonald, I didn't like your fries. They were salty as fuck. Right? You can't do that. So how can McDonald's say you stole a cheeseburger? And go back to that because the order, you need to look up these words. Order, charge. Don't look them up in just Webster. You go to that for contrast, but you look at the legal definition. And you see what an order is. And motherfucker order me, I'm going to charge you. Because that's how business goes. So when I go to Red Lobster or wherever, they charge me for what I'm ordering. Court order. Who's the fucking court? You the court. Don't you hold court in the street? They play games on the court. You play either half court or full court in the park. Venus and Serena play tennis on the court. What is it? Who's there? Who invites you to this party? You think they're going to invite? They don't. And you know what's so funny? If this shit's a misdemeanor, why don't I have to appear? Because they did some talking and they know what? Spirits appear. I'm a flesh and blood. I'm going to need DMV to come out here and be like, what up, girl? What up? Remember that deal we had? DMV? If I have a deal with DMV, why is New York State Trooper fucking with me? Who are they? Are they in cahoots? Is DMV and New York State Troopers cousins of New York State? Are they the children? Who are they? These are the questions that I ask and I present because I have a right to know. It sound trivial, but I talk to these motherfuckers like, what's this? Like Jesus talked to the Pharisees. Because you run your mouth and you make a statement against yourself. And when the cop asks me, where do you live? Right now, I live next to you. Oh yeah, where's that? Inside myself. I'm standing next to you. This is where I live for the time until I go on about my way in the pursuit of happiness. Ain't like that. But it's a true statement. And one statement that's not going to have me end up in handcuffs. I'm not in handcuffs because of what I did say out my mouth. Because if I would have said, my name is this, yeah, I got a license, no, I don't, and this and that, and da-da-da-da, and da-da-da-da-da, and no one is fucking answering this and answering that to a motherfucking stranger in the middle of the night that stopped me with red and blue lights flashing like there's an emergency, right? And this time I'm going to have to go in because he actually searched my car. There's nothing in the car, it's a search. That's unlawful search. There was nothing in my trunk, but I still got to spank that man's boots for that. I have to spank his boots for that personally because he violated my right to unlawful search and seizure. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. A judge in any competent jurisdiction cannot sign a warrant from 10 p.m. at night to 6 o'clock in the morning. So was he going to have me pulled over to the side of the road from, 12, 11 something when he stopped me till, I don't know, almost 2 o'clock in the morning? And then he would have had to keep me till 5? He didn't wait for no judge to sign no warrant to get to get in my trunk and shit. I ain't got no crimes I'm committing, so there's no reason for me to hide anything, but I told him no. And he went through my trunk anyway. And it's going to cost that man. It's going to cost him for the simple fact that he violated. See, what a lot of our people do is let the shit happen and, because they didn't get no ticket or because they didn't get locked up, they just going to comply and let that man slide. But the man violated my rights to go in the pursuit of happiness unmolested. I don't think you know how important that shit is. This is the difference between freedom and liberty. Now I have to personally go in because this man went through my trunk. He's just doing his job. He was a nice guy. He wasn't no fucked up, you know what I'm saying? But they policy enforcers. But I got to remind him in a very humble way that this is my house. Get to talk to me like that in my house. And being that you're used to dealing with things a certain way, and I know that 2015, the Supreme Court says that the police and these policy enforcers, they don't have to know the law. You got about 0 seconds or less to know how to not tie yourself into a contract that you can't get out of. Because you agree. You agree. It's like you're standing in the mirror. You got to conjure up Candyman, right? You watch that movie Candyman. And then when you go to court, they be like, such and such, Phoenix Moon. And you're like, here. Like, present, I'm here. You ain't there no more, nigga. The ghost just showed up. Ain't you? Right? The ghost just showed up. You're not there. You took yourself out of it and put yourself into their little fucking cauldron. You step on that boat, you better know how to swim or swab the deck. This shit is maritime admiral law, right? So they have you on the high seas, okay? And the captain of any ship can marry somebody. He can kick your ass off the ship. Or he can make you swab the deck. That's kind of like the role that the judge plays. He's like a fiduciary in these administrative buildings. He's like the banker, if you will. These are the people that's at the party when they invite you and tell you to come to court on or before. Hi, Queen. Peace, peace, God. Peace to the King. You know? And that's the part where you got to know who everybody is. They invite you to court. They not inviting you. They inviting your ghost. You better make a special appearance because they put something on paper. You better put something on paper. He got a signature. You better have a signature. You autograph and confirm, right? Your signature. Before it used to be the thumbprint. That still work. You know why teachers don't let the kids write in red ink? What color is red? Where's the color of blood? That's how our ancestors used to do it. It's not transferable either when they have these closed fucking bank accounts that be closed for 3 years. Why you think they got a 3-year mark to do your taxes? You got a 3-year mark. They can use, you sign these contracts that allow them to use your shit whether you're dead, gone, got money in the bank or not a dime. It don't matter because money ain't real either. Money ain't fucking real. This shit ain't real now. I'm not going to tell you. Right? Now I'm going to throw these in the garbage. I ain't going to do that. I'm not going to tell you that. That's hey, money ain't real and throw this shit out the window. I'm not going to do that. But what I'm going to fucking tell you is it's not real. So you got the words order. You have the words charge. I told you the judge is a banker. I'm telling you that the accountant is more than likely the court clerk. And I'm going to tell y'all something. The court clerk is the absolute most important person in any of those administrative proceedings. In those because they're not really courts. It's an administrative building. And what they do is administer codes, policies, and procedures, right? So, but they don't administer law. And sometimes you even have to forgive them because they're not familiar with the law. They're just so used to running shit that they're just not familiar. And they only run things, because you don't say anything. They only run things because you're quiet. And your acquiescence means that you're okay with it. That's it. But you go in there and, they ask you if you're hearing all that. How do you make the prosecutor be quiet? And look up that word. Prosecutor. Break that down. Latin into English. Prosecutor. So basically, the prosecutor is pretending to be your alter ego, administering law against you, right? Because you done gave up your right with the lawyer. The lawyer means you already know you can't handle nothing on your own anyway, so you're going to hire somebody else to do it, right? In a pro se fashion. And when you do that, you waive your rights and you say, hey, I'm incompetent and can't do this on my own. Again, someone handle my business and, make sure that this is taken care of. And at the end of the day, there's if all crimes are commercial, how do you pay for your crime? If you can't pay for whatever you signed up for, then you have to pay something back, right? It's only fair. You shoot my dog, they kill your cat, right? That's natural law. That ain't nothing anybody should be angry about, especially if you agree. There's a fucking box on the W-4 that says, hey, if you feel for any reason why you should be exempt, what y'all think the Boston Tea Party was about? So you could turn around. Everything was involuntary at one point. You think they was coming over here running for... I just want to ask y'all something about these impressors. You think they was running away from religious freedom to come over here and push religion on everybody? How much sense do that make? They left their lands because they couldn't believe in the same Jesus that they believe in now. Over there, y'all believe George Washington and all them fucking motherfuckers. You believe that they really ran from somewhere to come over here and make sure that everybody else knew? that we knew over here what everybody else in the world didn't know or knew, or whatever they say. I don't know. I don't live over there. You can't prove nobody nowhere else. I just want to know, how much fucking sense does that make? Where'd they come from? You ever did George Washington, them genealogy and shit? Ben Franklin, it wasn't even hard. I didn't even have to look him up. He's a fucking Frenchman. Franklin. Franklin. France used to be called Frank Land. Right. Franklin and Germany, same thing. Same shit. Gotta know who's who. Gotta know who's who. You gotta know who the hell you are, too. That ain't gonna hurt you to know who the hell you are. Right? It don't matter. You know, not that anybody's better than anybody, but in order for, you know, things to work favorably, it's going to require you to behave a certain way. And you are going to have to apply civics, right? And within that application, you will find how to remedy situations without it being extremely detrimental to your safety, freedom, well-being, or what you think is money. It's a fact. That's the whole fact. That's the whole fact. So, now again, I mentioned, and I'll throw this in there, so I'll try to make it in a way to where people understand. Peace, Anthony. How's that beautiful grandbaby? Hey, good brother. Hey, good brother. You know, and Jesus was telling Peter, come on out on the water, nigga. It's going to be all right. Come on out in the water. And, you know, they say Jesus was walking on water. We on this maritime admiral law shit. And that's where the water's at. You know, your birth. The boat comes into a birth, B-E-R-T-H, and you come through a birth, B-I-R-T-H canal, right? You pass through your mother's water like a boat passed through the sea, right? So if those are the laws that they're using on us, how you stand 10 toes down on dry land? How are you on solid ground? You see, these terms are not to be so cliche and, you know, metaphorically correct. They actually hold a lot of meaning. And it's important that our people distinguish a lot of what they mean. And again, that it says specifically, and to make and enforce contracts, to sue, be parties, and give evidence to inherit, purchase, lease, sell, hold, and convey real and personal property, and to full and equal benefit of laws and proceedings for the security of person and property as is enjoyed by white citizens, and shall be subject to like punishment, pains, and penalties, and to none other, any law, statute, ordinance, regulation, or custom to the contrary notwithstanding. So now this is the part where the Ku Klux Klan came. I'll just jump back to 1866. Y'all gonna have to keep up with me because it's all still gonna be the same shit. And I like to go from now, back then, from now, back then, to show you that it's just the fucking same shit warmed over. The only difference is we volunteer. I'm going back into the volunteer. And then I try to explain it. A lot of people, they familiar with the Bible, but what they're not understanding is this is going to be applied to the absolute law that we're dealing with now. And I'm going to bring it back to Peter. Now, I just wanted to read that part just so you know who the problem was in 1866 that just had the issue. Who needed the fucking immunity from the issues that was just created and currently ended. Who has the problem now? Why they have the same problem now that they fucking had then. Right? Because it's all the same shit warmed over. Nobody said what they were supposed to say then. They're not saying what they're supposed to say now. They just don't say anything, and that ends up being guilt. It can get misconstrued. And you're going to lose. Some way, one way or the other, you're going to lose because of that. If no other reason, it's going to be for that. You know? And that's unfortunate. It doesn't have to be that way, but it ends up like that in most cases. And again, it doesn't have to, be that way. Y'all don't got any questions? Y'all don't got any questions? Anything y'all want to talk about? Don't let me just run my mouth. I'm sorry. I just felt like talking, and this was my way of reaching out. It's too early to call my sister. Y'all got any questions, any concerns, anything y'all want to share, let me know. I'll definitely add you in, and we could kick it and stuff, for a little while. Gotta go get something taken care of in a little bit, but I got a minute or two, But, and then let me just finish this little story about the maritime admiral law. So when Peter is walking out on the water, and he was fine, and I'm going to bring it and say it in a modern way, right? So when Jesus like, yo, come on, nigga, come on out here. Everything's cool. Don't worry. Remember everything I taught you. Peter like, yeah, I got you. Walking out. And then he see the police and get scared, right? Same way you see the Pharisees and got scared, right? Think of the story and apply it to your fucking self. Put yourself in a goddamn story. Don't think about no imaginary goddamn characters that you can't prove existed. Who lost their goddamn identity? Who was here in 1611? We don't know if they printed that bitch in 1870 during Reconstruction. Well, they had to come with it. So we are going to say that some of the text was there. But they came with the foreign shit. We had our own thing. So in my mind, a lot of this stuff is really not that foreign. It's ours. It was just presented in a different way. And it still becomes foreign, but the message, very fucking clear. Anyway you put it. We can dislike it and all that. But the messages are very fucking clear. Honest waits for honest day's wages. Well, what is an income tax? Fucking income tax is your check for capital gains on a company that you're fucking running. It ain't because, you work so hard all fucking year and they want to just give you some shit. They give you $7,000. They fucking took $50 from you. What are you talking about? There is no money. You gotta wait 2 weeks to get paid. Don't your Bible tell you an honest day's work for honest day's wages? You supposed to get paid every fucking day, like Labor Ready. Niggas laugh at Labor Ready, but they the only honest company that employs people by the day, right? They'll pay you by the goddamn day. That's how everybody else was supposed to get paid. Right. But you gotta wait 2 weeks to borrow your own fucking currency, your own money. It ain't no goddamn currency, it's money. We the currency because a currency requires current. And you're the spark. When you wake up with that spark and you put that energy out in the universe, they use your energy for the currents. Right. And it gotta be charged. And that's why you sleep. So your cells can rest. Right? So you can put more energy out. That's your currency right there. Hitler didn't want the World Bank. Y'all Israelites stop when he talk about your precious gold and silver. The currency fucking changed, right? And they had this Bankers Act, right? The introduction. You know when the Federal Reserve came in 1913, right? When people started paying mortgages on their fucking houses. Because they used to own their shit free and clear. Anybody that is, yes, Telof, listen, the right to carry an open firearm may have a specific suggestion, right? It depends on where you are. How you do it is something else, because you have to be established. Like if it's in me, they know me in California and they know me here in New York, right? So maybe if I do it, they already connect with each other. Like leave that woman alone. So when they call into that, they're probably just going to just fuck me up if I go to New Jersey or something like that. And they run this, it's just not really worth it. But in order to beat the charges, you would have to, be ordered to submit to it. And if they order you, you charge them. It has nothing to do with, it's not how you do, it's what you do, it's how you do it. Right? So in order to make carrying a firearm, I wouldn't even call it a firearm, because a firearm might be a word that is connected to a sentence that you don't want. You got to look up what the definition of that is, because if that's what you call it, if you agree that that's what it is, then there's a penalty for people that agree to that. But if you have your right to bear arms, then no, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But because automatically, until you rebut the presumption of who you are immediately, right? I wouldn't even want them to run up on no scene like that, because that shit just sound dangerous. Phoenix not gonna tell you no crazy shit. You don't lose your life over this shit. A simple, let them lock you up if that's the motherfucking case, because you got to bust their ass to get out. And it's not that hard, right? Because all persons available. You didn't think Dylan Roof just ran up in that church, right, and killed all them fucking people and just still ended up with a bail. And you're like, oh, because he's white. No! Somewhere along the line, he's bonded. Now, who he's bonded by may be a whole different thing. But you don't know if that motherfucker out. We can't tag one person that might be, there's no way we could tag nobody that knows about some of this propaganda shit that we be talking about. I know we know somebody that's in prison, jail in South Carolina, but you going to visit, you're not going to say, yo, is Dylan Roof in here? We don't know if that man might be out and about. It might just be complete bullshit, right? Because what happened was, now what that church had was probably land records regarding American Indians, right? So I don't say, if you find yourself in these situations, it's going to be what you call it. First of all, a gun charge, you either have a right to bear arms or you got a firearm. If you calling it that, because the Constitution, and I'm pretty sure the Constitution of whatever state, don't say anything about no firearm. They wasn't saying that. They wasn't calling it that. You got to stay to the natural shit. You got to stay to the natural shit. Because it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. So I would say no. That's a big fat no, baby. That's an absolute hell to the no. But like I said, if you get jammed up, though, now if they try and jam you up, what you do is rebut the presumption that it's a fucking firearm. What are they talking about? What's your rights in your state? Look up the Constitution, because that's your country. That's really your country, And that's where you get them on their way. How sometimes it shouldn't even get to that. Because the first reason why they stopping you, right? The first reason why they stopping you is because they think you are what? Black. So if you don't rebut the presumption of your identity, how they gonna know? They're going to treat you how they can treat black people. Because all the other black people is associated with sub-Saharan Africans, right? And it's associated with sub-Saharan Africans for a reason. And the reason being that you have origins that you can prove are from there. So when you have someone from Zimbabwe come here, they may be black, but they not getting treated like your ass is. Ain't no person from no other black nation, so-called black nation. And let me tell you, and don't get caught up in the color game shit, because everybody that's black ain't a Negro. And black may be associated. Like I was saying, it may be the word black, when they use their usage of it, it may be associated with Negroes, but all Negroes ain't black. Because the context is that you are from somewhere else. So if you are, in fact, from one of the 54 nations, and I'm going to say 54 plus, because Europe is newly Europe. It is also North Africa, And they tried to, get rid of that part of it because of the association, again, back to those Moors again. Right? They kicked them out of everywhere. They wasn't just erasing our shit over here. They tried to get them motherfuckers too. But for some reason, I don't know why they got kicked out of the whole world. That's something to be said. And it's no disrespect. But I have never met anybody that was able to explain how the fuck you get kicked out the whole world. Right? And then you come here telling us, oh, we the same people. No, we ain't the same motherfuckers. You shoved that etymology book in my face. I learned it. Thank you. Thank you. However, it says that you are not from here. So we ain't the same, homie. You can't do the trickery. And this is a lot of the stuff that, unfortunately, they, are known for. And that's no offense. That's just real talk. And this is where they get they shake from. And this shit is global. Ain't got nothing to do with my personal feelings. But at the same time, I do know that they're masters of disguise. And they have been able to go from place to place. And these are some of your slaves. Right? And pirates that got caught and shit like that in the Barbary Wars. You remember all of this stuff was happening. They were saying from England, hey, we're fucking free. We're not fucking doing this and we're not going to do that. We're not going to do this and we're not going to do that. No, the motherfuckers had a job to do. And they did exactly what we were told that they didn't want to do. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's who you are. Don't forget it. Don't let nobody else forget it, because they might walk up on you and guess wrong. And that's what you got to let them know. You got to make presumption of title about yourself. And don't claim the one that they give you. They kept saying to Jesus, nigga, you the son of man. He was like, listen, I'll tell you what I'm not. Right. He ain't get into a whole bunch of words. He just say some shit like, hey, you say so, I'm going to tell you who the fuck I'm not. I'll tell you who the hell I'm not. So we could rebut the presumption. Because in his mind, he sees this and thinks, already got one. And I'll be like, hey, Halito. No, you don't. And the reason why they do this to so-called black people, it's not because they hate you. It's because you won't claim your motherfucking folks. They documented every goddamn body. Everybody got a census, honey. Well, who your folks is. You need to talk about it. The census is coming up now, You gotta have grandma's information. You should know who you are. And so as the mother is, so is the child. So whatever nation you think you from, you find out if they were ever conquered and shit. And you know what type of colonial law was applied and still does. Right? You know how to conduct business because nothing has changed. It's just the same shit warmed over. What does the past got to do with now? Every motherfucking thing. It's the whole fact. Everything. And this is the part where, you got to start applying yourself. Where do you think you get these practices from? A motherfucker went to the Department of Motor Vehicles and was happy that they had a license, and everybody else just follows suit because they think that's what you got to do. It's just somebody, wanting to be a part of something. And then, in a lot of cases, there's nothing wrong with that, but you got to know what the hell you doing. When you joining exactly? In fucking legal society? What y'all did? What are they doing? Why we can't join the legal society? Why we can't join the legal society? It's a brotherhood that we don't belong. We can't subscribe to that. We can't subscribe to that. Why can't you be down? Any specific reason why you can't be down? Right. Because it's a brotherhood. It's a fucking fraternity. And, they all be attached to them alpha phi, gamma ray, this and that. Right? Pi and all of that. Right? The gamma rays. When I say gamma, you don't know what type of fucking damage those fraternities have done to our communities internally. Right? You have no idea because people are still caught up in that Brother man. Brother man. Shit. These niggas be vassals. That's why you gotta know who you're dealing with. Some people bad seeds, and truthfully, they just not fit to be having babies with. You know what they like, what they bloodline like. You don't want to inherit nobody goddamn curses. When kids all fucking crazy and shit. You don't know what's going on. Genetic diseases and short lifespans and shit. We don't do our due diligence with a lot of stuff. And it shows in a lot of the results that we get and a lot of the things that we don't have. But you got everything and you don't even realize that you have everything, but you don't activate it because you don't know who the fuck you are. So everybody else gonna come over here and keep taking your shit and moving on right past you. Moving on right past you. Because you just used to doing shit the way you doing it. You like your fucking Umar Johnsons. Where you goddamn school at? How many of y'all got y'all children enrolled in Umar Johnson's school? How many of y'all got y'all kids? You don't know if that man's goddamn pedophile. You don't know where he is. You don't know nothing about his wife, about his fucking children. Might be little coconuts banging their fucking head up against the wall. And this nigga talking all this shit to you. Acting like he just cares so much. The Prince of Pan-Africa. Where your roots at, bitch? You was talking about you was related to Frederick Douglass, and they like, nah. No, he not. He no fucking kin to us. And y'all put your faith in that man. Y'all thought he was some type of something because everybody be looking for inspiration. Your boy Barack Obama, right? He ain't nobody's friend. He wasn't no fucking friend of mine. He wasn't no friend of the Indians. He was a friend to Native Americans, right? To the political party. He was a friend to them, right? Everybody got checks. And so-called black people got bullets. Check or the bullet, baby. What happened? Ain't none of y'all niggas dying on Trump watch. Y'all be talking bad shit about him. Ain't none of y'all getting clapped now. Nobody's on the news getting fucking held down in a blaze of fucking terrible disdain and fucking mayhem, right? Ain't nobody's son laying out in the goddamn street on this man watch. But the one that looked like you murdered and slaughtered every fucking body, right? You see how crazy y'all are? Nobody don't want to admit to that shit, right? That motherfucker, he Italian. So is the mother, so is the child. Barry Soetoro. You loved him. You fucking loved him and he killed your kids. You do nothing. You talk shit. Talk shit. He killed y'all fucking children and give a fuck. And gave everybody else a little break. I ain't vote for that man. I never. I'm glad listen, my last time voting, I ain't vote for that man. I never trusted his ass. Look at the condition of Chicago and how he gonna fix the world. He gonna get his fucking fix, all right? And him and Michelle, Al Green, they motherfucking way out loving goddamn happiness, right? And everybody else walked away with the check. Where the check? Meanwhile, we keep getting sit in that motherfucking burning house. Ha! The roof on fire, bitches. And y'all partying and turning up. And your sons is turning into little fucking fruitcakes, right? You got him sitting there with y'all girlfriends listening to all that bitch talk, all that gossip shit. Everybody got a fucking role to play. Everybody got a part. We all made some fucking mistakes. Y'all motherfuckers better get y'all shit together. Stop talking that, oh, we need a leader shit, and lead your goddamn selves. That's when you stand out. When you conform, you're not just fucking conforming because everybody else is living so lovely and righteous. You're conforming because you're fucking programmed. Because if you don't got a problem with a lot of this shit going on and you want to act like there ain't no goddamn elephant sitting in the middle of the room with you want to put a little pretty little fucking silk scarf on the shit, like don't nobody see it, shit falling all out the ass, peanuts missing. Shit is crazy. And this is what's happening. I'm tired of it. Yeah, he wasn't from no goddamn Chicago. That motherfucker from Italy. His mama from Italy. He ain't from no goddamn Chicago. He ain't from no Chicago. He ain't from no goddamn Chicago. That fucking birth certificate. Why you think they wanted to see that man birth certificate? Or they made it an issue and everybody like, why they want to know? Why they want to know? You don't want to know who watching your babies? You just go, the lady next door says she babysit kids. Oh, I'm going to drop the fucking babies over there tomorrow. Just because she says she want to watch your kids. So you see how fucking stupid that shit sound? I just sound like the mad fucking rapper, right? It's not true. I love strong and I feel very deeply. But the shit from Shinola days is really not, they're not really hard to distinguish because you're asking for the same shit you've been asking for 70 years, you know, begging ass class of people that we've become. You know, I seen something the other day where they're talking about, you know, like the Tavis Smileys and Tom Joyner and all of these guys are leaving the radio. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's fucked up. You know, they're like, people are like, you know, they're kicking them off the radio. They're gone. And it's not going to be any more so-called black news and all this stuff. It's dumb shit. And I'm sitting there like, these motherfuckers been doing this shit 20, 30, 40 years. They ain't got their own shit yet. Why they ain't got their own shit yet? Bill Cosby made them sit the fuck down. He tried to buy CBS, so they saying all of this. Maybe he is a fucking creep. Y'all give people too much credit. You fucking look at these celebrities like they every motherfucking thing, and they be down with the goddamn get down against you. That Still Nigga video, I wasn't souped up about that shit. You know, I used to love me some Jay-Z, but I wasn't fucking souped up in that video. Subliminal, that nigga put your fucking kids on a boat somewhere, and they ain't never came on one. He helped Tyva put they fucking shit, that subliminal right there, right back. He put the boat back on. He put you back on the ship. Get the fuck out of here. Anything blow your mind, distract the fuck out of people. The wind blow and they forgot about what they was mad at. You know, the whole month of November, I think of Sean Bell. I'm from Queens, so, you know, I think of Sean Bell all November. You know, I get sad around that Thanksgiving. He's included in the people that I miss around. I don't fuck around with them holidays, even though our families always got together for our harvest and shit like that. But I think of things in a different reason. I just couldn't forget him the whole month. And sometimes I didn't know that man like that. But that story. So you people just forget the fucking wind blow and ain't nothing happening no more. It's all good. We gonna turn up. Time to turn up. You know, they turn the lights on in the library at 7 in the morning. And they don't close that bitch till 10. When you buy a university, it might not close at all. Might be worth it. Might be worth it. It clearly tells you who the people are, right? And this is another problem. This issue with you Pan-Africans, this shit gonna stop. Why don't y'all just handle y'all affairs, go nationalize and naturalize in y'all lands, right? And stop talking this shit to the people that been here. Stop doing that. You look fucking crazy. That's like you going in your little doctor's offices, which y'all motherfuckers do, and he telling you got cancer. Nah, I just ate too much cereal, and you know my stomach bloated. And he like, motherfucker, nah, no. You just is what's going on. And you just like, and you like, all right, well, do your own fucking test then. You know, like people are fucking stupid. Know everything else. Want you know, start teaching your kids how to look at census records and identify with documentation, right? Maybe teach the kids how to speak different languages. and how to do business and civics and banking. What we doing here? Don't let them watch MTV and fucking twerk videos. Are you fucking kidding me? Hey, good brother Donnell, go beat they ass. Go beat they ass. Sock it to them now. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Ain't no good luck. Go sock it to him, Indian. Word up. Yeah, Shannon. Yeah, Obama. Yeah, and I knew that. And he's related to the Queen of England, too. That motherfucker, everybody don't just get to walk on the red carpet and shit. Right? There's a lot of stuff that they hiding. Because when you see who King James ass really is, he was a cocoa brown man, you know, with nappy hair and an afro, a little blowout. Look like George motherfucking Jefferson. So that means right there, you know what the people in England used to be like. Used to look like. So when you get that word black, the oldest use of it means bleach. To pale, wax pale. Who waxes pale? Scorch, burn. Not the so-called black people, do they? We ain't gonna go there. Let's just talk the truth. We're just gonna stick to that. And that ain't gonna change, but everything ain't for this topic. So, being that they already said in the Dred Scott decision, a black man has no rights that a white man's bound to respect, then why you running around here calling yourself somebody they don't have to respect? And then be like, they don't got no respect at all. See how fucking stupid that sounds? I be trying to understand how you tell your kids stop lying, and a motherfucker sit there, you know, we be having, and I know people do it for good reasons, but the shit is still some bullshit that is being done that nobody want to talk about. And you want to sit there and we'd have this long drawn out prayers and shit for food, and you see your motherfucking grandmother in that kitchen for 2 days and shit, listening to her music and sipping her little whatever she's sipping while she putting her feet all up in the macaroni and cheese and shit, and we gotta spend 10 minutes thanking a man we ain't never fucking met. I don't fucking get that shit. Thank you, Jesus. I'll be like, where the fuck that nigga was at? I did not see him in Stop and Shop. I ain't see that nigga there. I saw Jesus, my homeboy, by the blood. Hey, is the chicken done? Because I don't want no blood in it. What the fuck is that? You see how that shit interfere with you being natural to where you supposed to be natural to, because you dealing with the dogma. But you don't know how to get the IRS off your back. And that same book you reading that you believe in tell you why you don't owe the tax man. But you looking at it like somebody gonna come out the sky and make it all right. When the sky's right here. Right? It's foul, yo. A lot of this shit, you know, can't blame everybody for everything, man. Can't blame everybody for everything. So a lot of this shit is our responsibility. And you ain't thinking about it. You gotta think about it. That's right, Donnell. Kick their ass, bro. Yeah, that bastard Obama. Yeah, he took out Negro. Negro's in all of the Indian treaties because Negro includes the people from the Caribbean. You know, they were sending bad Indians here and there, right? Or the so-called bad Indians that just wasn't with the down for the get down. You know, just like some of us now, we ain't with the bullshit. But he took that out. And now, y'all better, and let me tell y'all something that's very fucking important. I want y'all to look this shit up. House Joint Resolution 194. Let me just double check that. I'll just be fucking freestyling sometimes, y'all. So, but House Joint Resolution 194. Where these motherfuckers is semi-apologizing to people that done left 160 fucking years ago. I got a problem with this shit. Let me tell you why. Let me just read y'all this shit. Because it's a lie that these stupid motherfuckers believe, right? Loving and trusting. that they get ready to get over and make a motherfucking law out of right in front of our fucking eyes because people don't do shit. They don't do shit. They talk shit. Okay. So now, and the reason why I'm going to say it's bullshit, I'm going to tell you why I'm going to say it's bullshit. I'm going to read it to you, and then I'm going to tell you why it's bullshit. But people are going to want to be accepting of it, specifically because in their fucking feelings and dogmatic approach and romanticism to the shit that they've been told, they are going to think that this is finally something that is going to be a fucking breakthrough and it's going to do us some good, and they're finally acknowledging us. Yes, I do, Donnell. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So now, I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Let me bring it back. How do I do that? Oh, there you go. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was, is the volume okay now? My bad. Hold on. That's okay, bro? Okay, sorry. Yeah, so, like I was saying, you know, he's taking out that Negro. Him and Grace Ming from New York. See, a lot of the shit that they don't understand is these political parties, a lot of them are established here. Specific places and energy stations, according to specific people that are put in these districts, right? Because if you notice, the ghetto, or whatever you call the ghetto, is always going to be not too far from a stadium. Right? Because they always taking our fucking energy. They need us to fucking keep going, right? Just really shit happens here. New York is the financial empire of the world. Right? It's the financial capital of the world. I don't care if they have, you know, the banks and the Swiss banks in Switzerland and all of that. That they do. And, you know, this Cayman Island shit where they be hiding their little gold and silver. And they be hiding shit in Puerto Rico. Oh! And some other motherfucker tried to argue me this down like Obama didn't hurry up and get rid of that birth certificate scandal that happened a couple of years back in Puerto Rico. Because I have proof through Ancestry that they was calling them Negros. Negro. And then they were able to end up being classified as what? White. They had a lot of fucking money over there. Treasury Department. A lot of money that's owed to the motherfucking natural people. Yeah. That's where it is. That's where it was. They had to hide to move the gold from somewhere else to another undisclosed location. You follow the fucking money. And that's been going on since shit. I'm going to say late 1890s. A lot happened between 1890 and 1906 that they absolutely wish to, you know, keep quiet. So anything you can find in between there, and really I won't even say 1910 so much. I'm going to say from 1890 to 1900, there was some things. We need people that's going to study that specific decade and that specific block of time where they started the Dawes Rolls, because you know ain't no goddamn German lady coming over here and her name is no Beulah Jones. That's a goddamn lie. No Dorothy fucking Smith. Wasn't many of them running around. Running around with the same name as some of your ancestors, and you don't even fucking know it because you don't know who your folks are. It's people living on y'all shit, and y'all think y'all ain't got shit. Y'all got everything. That's right, Shannon. The United States is a trust. And who's supposed to be there's always got to be a beneficiary, right? The United States ain't real. United States this could be the United States. This is the office right here. My car. United States is right here in this fucking car. There's just a little building there. It's not, United States is not a person. The government is a thing, not a he or she. Not a, you understand? Like, yeah, you ain't lying. That fucking, Puerto Rico is the corporate name. And that's why they say Boricua. It was Borican. That is correct. And it was full of Tainos. And every time they mass kill Indians, they end up on a census somewhere and told that they were slaves. Happens all the time. So when they say that Hispanic shit, I'll just be like, what the fuck is a Hispanic? His panic. You done forgot his panic, his hysteria. They don't fucking remember his story. Shit is fucked up for them, so it's not. They forget they Indians too. Latino. Where's Latin? Where's Latin America? I'm pretty sure that's next door to Africa America. Pretty sure they're like fucking like on the same continent or something. What'd you say, Shannon? Oh, that bastard Walter Plecker. How many other Walter Pleckers were there? He just got caught in Virginia. How many others were there that's just now getting ready to die or just died in the last 10, 20 years and took that shit to the grave? You don't think they have lots of stories and stuff they want to tell? You don't think they got a lot of stories they don't want to tell before they go? That's why I don't know Farrakhan in his goddamn 80s. Why the hell he's still lying? Y'all got to see this fucking... Oh, I'm going to do a Facebook Live in front of there and just aggravate the fuck out of these people. Next time I go to Harlem. The picture... You got to see this shit. You got to see this magnificent fucking structure that they have in the middle of Harlem where you got... Yo, I'm going to just say this. All your Wall Street buddies with of a foreign... descent, they all now own those brownstones that David Dinkins was trying to give away for $1, right? Worth $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $10 million right now. They want that neighborhood bad as hell. They don't want it. They taking it. They taking Inglewood from you too. They taking it. And this shit gonna have a whole nother language going on in that motherfucker. And you ain't gonna know who's talking to who. You ain't gonna be able to. You gonna get squeezed out because you don't want to buy shit. You don't want to buy shit. You want to rent. You want to just do this. You just want to do that. You don't want to own shit. You don't want to figure these things out. Right? You like stuff, people doing stuff for you. That's okay. That's okay. You can have people do stuff for you. But don't get mad when you get told to do. That's what the subjects is for. The subjects is there for, these agencies and stuff. They're there to service the people that can't express themselves in a way that is a good manner and proper business. It's like a, temp agency. Hey, I got stuff to do, but, could you just do it for me? And then you forget altogether, right? You hire a maid to do your dishes and then you don't know, how to fucking soak a pot. After a while, you forget because you ain't been used to doing it. And then, it's just kind of something that just trickles down, right? Just trickles down. And all I know is, that nigga Farrakhan is the worst. He's too old to be carrying on with that lie. You see, now they want to call Jay Nightwolf a fraud because he told the fucking truth about us and stuff. Yo, people who's going to do anything to, make it seem like we bugged out, but they got to see the motherfucking law and do the genealogy. Ain't no fucking way Catherine and Joseph Jackson sit there and tell you this whole long dragged out down to the fucking tooth and nail DNA that they chalked to an Indian, and you get these fucking Pan-Smafricans and all these other folks saying, no, he wasn't. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm just like, and it's becoming hostile because you ain't gonna tell me shit about my grandmother. And that's why I keep telling y'all, don't get this Facebook shit switched up with real fucking life either. Let me just fucking make that shit clear. Because some of us is dope in real fucking time, in real fucking life. And you wouldn't dare say that shit to my face. So, you're not going to kill y'all grandma killers? Your grandma, great-grandma killers? Y'all better cut y'all shit. I'm not your enemy, but I know for a fact we ain't motherfucking friends. And I'm okay with that. You should be okay with that shit too. Because if if you can't conduct business civically, I have no interest in engaging in any fucking conversations that don't do nothing for the betterment of my people. I ain't helping no other fucking continent. If charity begins at home, well, here we go, America. I'm motherfucking home. And I ain't going no goddamn where. Let's get it popping. All this other shit is irrelevant. We need a goddamn political party. Fuck Aunt Maxine. Maxine ain't keeping it real. She ain't my goddamn aunt. Maxine ain't my goddamn aunt. Maxine Waters. Y'all just love these fucking bitches and these motherfuckers and you don't even know why. You don't know why. You think they doing something for you. Show me what they did for you. Oh, she keep it real. You don't even fucking know what real is. What the fuck is she keeping? She keeping a fucking fucked up agenda against you, Will. The fuck are y'all talking about? These motherfuckers, oh, they love black people. Who? Point out black country to me. Show me where they from. Because it just say one of the countries. Fucking pick one, stick to one, go nationalize and naturalize. I wish you the fucking best. I'll help you get the paperwork together. But you're going to stop interfering with the affairs right here. Just stop with the shit. We don't need all these extra fucking people putting their dirty ass hands in the pot. They ain't even wash their fucking hands. And we know from experience they come with disease, sickness, and all types of fucking practices that them nagua in here, so. Shit is crazy. Shaka almost. Nigga with the goddamn fake ass Xerxes little bitch ass ponytail. Oh my gosh. And the lisp, he needs to stop. Tell him go home. Prove his shit. Ain't that nigga got a 5% name? Them niggas better. They better go ahead. They better go ahead so goddamn weird with their shit. Pick a goddamn country and go get there. Now, I'll be happy if you do. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the best thing to do. That's how we know who's here and who not. Because everybody, all skin folk ain't kinfolk, and everybody deserved to be home. They had until from 1816, the less than 300,000, 400 that came here had, what they had, in the whole 350 years of slavery, only less than 300,000 fucking Africans came here. Now, that do include your North Africans. That includes your people that look like, Hillary Clinton and George Washington. You better understand that that includes them too. Right. And those people were also colored. And that's another thing. You fucking motherfuckers stop with this, oh, I'm Bantu, I'm this and that and this and that. Because them motherfuckers is mixed bag of nuts. No different. They got colonized. The same colonizers that was in Britain. The same motherfuckers that was here too. Okay? That was over there too. So it ain't nothing too fucking different. So they need to stop. They was fucking mixing Asians and everything and all that other shit. They had fucking breeding farms and they little system over there too. So stop talking about that shit. And they mixed them with their own fucking people. Get that shit understood. And the Aborigine people over there in South Africa, particularly Cape of Good Hope, guess what their birth certificate said in 18, 20, 30, 40, 50? Colored. Those are your colors with the U. You get it? That's who those people are. And they mix with European and the other surrounding border states and intracontinental people. The same way they use America. Intracontinental people. They gonna take a motherfucker from Peru, send his ass to Central America and Mexico, take a motherfucking Indian from New York, send that motherfucker down to Peru. You're gonna take one from here, Jamaica, Queens, the Jamaica Estates. Why y'all think it's called Jamaica? It was Jamaicans here. Remember, they was free before us. Or was it the Moors posing as Jamaicans? Because them niggas again got kicked out of everywhere. Now, a lot of Palatines, they hide them under these trick words and they're called Palatines. Palatines are your German slaves that got kicked out of Germany and end up where? In Jamaica. Now, being that Jamaica was a free country way before America stopped with their bullshit, right? Who was going to work for the British Sierra Leone Company? Jamaicans, so-called free Nova Scotians. This is where you get the Guale, right? Because their territory is way bigger than a lot of our people know, right? And that shit ain't got nothing. So this is how you make this connection of what they did. And in the fucking Windward Coast, please stop trying to Africanize it. Because they was taking the Americans and sending them over there in that piece of motherfucking land that they bought. Right? And I'm going to post these links too. Remind me to post these links for you. Because the American Colonization Society had to beat fire and flame out of the only motherfucking king that said no. And that was Shaka Zulu. Shout out to my favorite African. Right? Because he ain't want no Indians on his goddamn burial grounds. But the other people, the other surrounding kings, some of them motherfuckers died, but a lot of them made little treaties and stuff. And they was in agreement with sending a fucking Indian over there. So if you want to know why some of those people look like a... So, you know, if you want to know why those people look like a different admixture of us, it's because the Americos were in Liberia. Wasn't nobody there. Wasn't no Moors there. Wasn't no Kenyans there. Wasn't no Tanzanians, no Ugandans there. It was barren land. And the few people that were there gave it up because they wanted umbrellas. We had umbrellas. We had some fly shit. They wanted clothes. We had shoes. We had motherfucking shoes. Their captured slaves had fucking, so-called captured slaves had fucking shoes, but they didn't. And they ain't got no goddamn tobacco. They wanted tobacco. You know these dumb motherfuckers only wanted one little barrel of gunpowder. They wanted shoes, tobacco, rum. Excuse me for 1 second. Yeah, they wanted shit. We'll give you that land. Sure, you can bring them over here. Yo, you want to know something? Let me give my public apology to a man that I hated almost all my fucking academic life. Y'all want to know who that is? Halito. J. Edgar Hoover. Shout out to J. Edgar Hoover. Yes, I said it. Yes, the fuck I did. You want to get some motherfuckers mad? That motherfucker put sugar in the goddamn boat. That Black Star Line that was going to take allegedly 5 million Indians to motherfucking Africa. You want to know what? So fucking hilarious. The hilarious part of that shit is that the dude James Wormley, he'll slip right back past you so-called black motherfuckers, because that's the man that actually was the snitch that sat in all the UNIA meetings. He's the one that actually put the bullshit inside the boat so the shit couldn't take off, and he sabotaged the other shit, right? Your homeboys, right? And I got to do his ancestry because he might have been from a Moorish nation that we just don't know about, right? Got some ancestry there. Because in your mind, you will think that there's not a German, an Aboriginal German that look like me. You, in your mind, you think that, but you see them pictures of the Moors up in Germany and don't know who the Germans are. I don't know who these new people are, but I can tell you, the old people definitely don't look like the Germans that's there now. I'm going to just leave that alone and get to that later, because I can't get into that, and I don't know shit. I'm going to fuck somebody up if you talk about that Yakub story. Shut up with that shit. I'm fucking big head scientist. Shut up. But anyway, so this guy, James Wormley, you know, he's like a fucking snitch, but they'll show a picture during that goddamn Black History Month, talk about the first FBI agent. And people will be telling their kids, look, the first FBI agent. You don't tell that motherfucker he a snitch, though. You don't tell your baby he a snitch, huh? Right? And sabotage your shit. But the thing is, you know, shout out to J. Edgar Hoover, because they had TV and stuff then, and you know, it would have been some shit if 5 million Indians showed up on the African shore somewhere, because there's no set nation. It just show up and be like, hey, we here. And they like, who the fuck are you? Who are you? Get out of here. They'll never want to talk about Maryland and Liberia. Let's talk about Louisiana and Liberia. Georgia, New York, Pennsylvania, Georgia. They had New Georgia. And they kept the names of some of the counties still in Liberia to this day. If you look at the Liberian flag, that bitch is one star, red, white, and blue. Right. Ain't no RBG colors in the goddamn Liberian flag. When you wonder why some of these flags have some of these colors, you need to look at some of the other nations' flags, because a lot of those people were sent there to take your place as the Aboriginal. I don't give a fuck what country it is. So, shout out to J. Edgar Hoover. And how the fuck, and I'm going to talk about that bitch ass Marcus Garvey too, because how the fuck do you couldn't get one fucking Jamaican to go nowhere. He couldn't get a Jamaican to go with him to New York. How the fuck he get 5 million goddamn... I'll never understand how he allegedly had all these motherfuckers ready to just get up and go somewhere that they ain't never fucking been. Because they just so fed up. You know, they just got fed up and they ready to leave everything that's natural to them, right? This shit funny as fuck, because I'm gonna compare it to some of these women that they just so sick of men that they just want a girlfriend now. Like, fuck it, I'm done with men. That's how motherfuckers... That's how they had, you know, some of our ancestors so pissed off, like, fuck it, I'm just done. Let's just go. Let's go and just be with the other dark people. They just was sick of looking at their oppressor and not really knowing how to deal, right? They ain't want to heal. They ain't think about how to whip the bully ass. They ready to just go get comfort. Just seek comfort, because they just was, you know, they was tired. I done fought all my life. They was just tired. And I ain't knocking them for that. I gotta fucking laugh to keep from crying. So, you know, I done did all that. There was so many nights I done stayed up looking at these fucking records like, I hate them. How could they? You talk about like a grown-ass motherfucker realize ain't no Santa Claus, and you just come into the realizations like these records don't lie. Like, I know these motherfucking signatures. You see your people, and you like, these motherfuckers, where the slavery at? I've been doing this shit for 13 years. I done helped. Hi, well, love you. I done seen like just hundreds of families that I help over the years. I want to know where the slavery at. You know, in 9 generations. For me, that would put me like almost in like the 1600s, right? No, 8 generations for me puts me into the 1600s. But the problem is 9 generations, you have 512 ancestors on each side. So your mother has 256, right? Your father has 256, right? And that's on the maternal, and that's 512. Then your mother has her paternal side, which is 256. And your father has his paternal side, which is another 256. So you times the 512 by 2, right? And you have 1,024 fucking grandparents that go back 9. So that ends up being 1,024 great grandparents after myself, right? That's not including me. I can only go from my grandmother and my great grandmother backwards. So 9 generations produces 1,024 fucking ancestors that you gotta know their goddamn name. It's going to take you years to do it. Can I tell you every single name off the top? It depends on what mood I'm in. I could get very, very far. However, it's a lot of years' work, and it's probably going to take the bulk of my lifetime to really get to know every last one of them. So, but I'm able to, know where their graves and shit are. So I could pay homage to my ancestors, not the ones they told me existed 20,000 years ago. I don't know the motherfuckers. I don't know the ones that's dead now, but I could prove they dead and they kin to me. I could prove that. Anything else I can't prove, why would I fucking deal with it? Why even bother dealing with it? Oh, you need to read it. Why do I need read some shit to take me off the land, and I'm fucking steady telling you motherfuckers I can't prove that we was from anywhere else? The proof is in the fucking records. What you got better than I got that I don't got? Show me. And please stop with that fucking DNA shit, because ain't no goddamn prototype for American DNA. And until you show me one, because when it tells you that these other people came from goddamn Siberia, They ain't from here, so you can't use they sample. The motherfuckers, Henry Louis Gates, and what's that African man that started that African genealogy? He done told you he done made this shit up, and you motherfuckers still sending your blood to a stranger house. There you go, sending your baby to the fucking pedophile again. You don't even know who that lady is next door, but she says she gonna watch your kids, and you okay with it. That's what y'all doing, sending your little cheek swab and that motherfucker. I would. My motherfucking kids see me and then come here, baby, with a goddamn cotton swab. We gonna send this and see who. Get the fuck out of here. I wouldn't even have to do it to show who no goddamn paternity. You think I'm gonna do it so these motherfuckers could give me a region where I might be next to? You can give me somewhere I can tag somebody. Can't tag a relative. Because when I go through these records, to be honest with you, excuse me, hold on, I forgot. I'll drop my glasses. When I go through these records, there's people that I ain't never met a day in my life. But I could call them up from out the phone book and be like, your name is such and such. Your mother's name is this. And she was my great-great-great-grandmother's fifth cousin. And they was married to this. Your grandfather was this nigga. And you had 3 cousins. Your mother had a baby in 1920 that died. And then she got married again after World War II. Oh my God, what's your name? Yeah, I heard we had family members with that last name. I was wondering. Yeah, like, get the fuck out of here with that DNA shit. Silence. They ain't got no goddamn American prototype. Y'all better go to fuckhead, Joe, with that shit. Talking that shit. Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry, y'all. You know, they just be fucking my shit up. They be trying to fuck it up. But, yeah, man. I don't know. I know we need a political party. And we got to get this shit shaking. You know? There's no way around it. You could talk that, I don't like politics. We don't need politics. There ain't no other way to shake the building. And right now, it's time for a motherfucking earthquake. You know what I'm saying? It's time for a motherfucking earthquake. And, at the end of the day, what we gonna have to do is structure and organize. You know, each generation, you say 20 years, maybe 18 years, because really, it only takes 40 years to you not to tell your children about your grandparents and that's something that has absolutely happened. So in order to right that wrong, I say that we start building our children up in this generation and maybe 2 more. Then within a short 40 years, we can, you know, be settled into our establishment that we created that everybody else fucking benefit from and you don't. Like some fucking kids coming in your goddamn mama house eating up all the snacks and you ain't even get none. Get the fuck out of here. Shit gotta stop. There ain't nothing against nobody, but we don't go in nobody else's shit, infringing and encroaching, taking and stealing and robbing and shit. And some of the people, by DNA, they don't even know why the fuck they do it. I don't even just let them talk and say whatever they want to say about our people. Because sometimes niggas don't give a fuck because they will have a flashback of 200-300 motherfucking years ago. And they don't give a fuck. And we need some of them don't give a fuck niggas because some of y'all is out of line. And them don't give a fuck niggas is going to put it on you. We ain't gonna act like everybody got some don't give a fuck niggas. You think your boy Obama ain't had some don't give a fuck niggas on his team? Look at Rahm Emanuel. Look at your other boy, your girl Loretta Lynch. They ain't give a fuck. They ain't give one fuck about you. So don't tell me I'm crazy. We gonna keep this shit street because that's where we met at. And that's where the realness is. And that's where our ancestors were, in passing. Ain't nothing warmed over. You from Virginia? Oh yeah, me too. Your people's from Alabama? Oh yeah, mine too. We had peoples in New York just like your peoples had peoples in New York. Ain't no goddamn mistake. You just woke up and wanted to go to California. Your fucking people was in California too. This shit ain't nothing but the same shit warmed over and we walking around in our ancestors' steps missing some fucking where we ain't never been. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy. This shit beautiful over here. This shit fucking beautiful. Y'all gotta figure out what it is that, you know, need to be done. I know it's people looking, driving by, and they want to know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, because my shit's all in here. But, you know, at the end of the day, I sound mad hood like Big Jess. Like, at the end of the day, listen, at the end of it all, you got to practice being natural. There's no magic way to avoid, you know, usurpation and corruption and oppression. But there is a way to conduct business and to conduct yourself, right? And once you conduct yourself in this specific manner, you are then considered civilized. Because you know how to do business. But I'm going to tell you, if these motherfuckers don't know what you talking about, they don't speak your language, you can't do business. You know that old saying, now you talking my language? And that's usually when the deal goes through. A contract is then made, right? You think they could have the Treaty of Dancing Creek if it wasn't, you know, now you speaking my language? No tu habla inglés? Ain't nothing to talk about. What we talking about? Ain't nothing to talk about. Hey, Haas. Gotta know what we dealing. You know, all that emotion and feeling and shit like that. Let that shit go, because there's going to be plenty of time for them fucking tears. Save that shit for some real shit. Save them motherfucking tears. Hi, Sheba. Love you. Save them tears for some real shit. Right now, it's time to kick some ass. And I ain't talking about the lady that said she was going to smack your disrespectful kid. I ain't talking about that kind of ass-kicking action. I'm talking about oppressor. You know what I'm saying? You help yourself, you be able to help others, man. Let's start the trend with getting busy against guarding ourselves. It ain't even like we on the offense. We got to fucking snap up this damn defense. The fucking starting five we got is shabby. And you can't name none of them because these motherfuckers drift off into obscurity until some shit happen and they pop up from behind a fucking curtain talking about Black Lives Matter. We're, nigga, not here in this country because they told you a black man ain't got no rights, a white man bound to respect. And the only nigga you scared of over here is the white man. Who they talking about? Because the white man don't want you to be scared of them. He wants you to be smart as him. You don't think, you know they like serial killers. You know, a serial killer want to tell you where the body's at. They can't wait to get caught, but they going to keep doing it until they can't no more. They just want to do it. They don't mean to. It's just in their fucking blood. It's in their DNA. That fucking DNA you motherfuckers keep screaming about. It's there. It's present. They ain't picking that shit up, is they? They detecting that, but they want to send all motherfuckers over here somewhere else. Get the fuck out of here. They want to stop, but, you know, once you tell them what the truth is, and they be like, yo, you got me. I didn't hit a body over here. Oh, yeah, and then there's that one in Connecticut. And then they want to start telling you the fucking truth. It ain't no goddamn machine you got to stop. You got to stop the way you doing business. The machine is fine. It's well oiled if you know what the fuck you're doing. And we don't know what we're doing because we done left that job up to somebody else to do it for us. Oh, it's too much. I don't like politics. I'm just going to vote for Hillary. You're going to vote for the bitch that's going to kill your kid and she called you a fucking super predator. I was fucking 18 back then. That bitch called me a super predator. She meant me. Go Hillary. Go Hillary. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. No, go, what's that guy from Alabama, Scott? And I should know his name. Damn shame. The one that said, oh, those are your Aborigines. That's why that we ain't endorsed that motherfucker. Why we ain't endorsed the man that said, called us by our name? Remember the name. Remember the name. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here with that shit. Shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. And you know what? You gonna keep getting your ass kicked so you figure out how to make the bully sit down. And the bully done told you he got his instructions written plain as motherfucking day. And it's available the same way Fox News shows Empire and all this other shit. That shit is right there. You got these smartphones and motherfuckers still walk around here dumb. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And we following motherfuckers that's gonna lead everybody in a goddamn ditch. These motherfuckers ain't doing shit for you but talking you to motherfucking death. Where the action at? Where the money at? Where Maxine Waters doing? What's she doing? What y'all was doing? About to be the anniversary coming up in a couple of months of that goddamn Women's March in D.C. What the fuck did that Women's March do? All them hens down there just cackling. They probably was talking about shoes and pocketbooks and stupid shit. I bet you a whole bunch of these women down there like, I'm gonna go get me a man down there. It's gonna be man. Why? Fuck out of here. You ain't go down there for politics. You just went down there to be a part of some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you. The same thing we did 100-something years ago, and white women wanted something to do, and they was like, well, now that we got a little bit of rights, why we can't make no decisions? And they like, women stay home and raise the fucking kids. Oh, you want too goddamn much. And them bitches was out there burning their bars, and you know what? We was like, you know what, nigga, I'm tired of not having no fancy dresses. We went from making the dresses to want to buy the fucking dresses. We want to buy dresses. We don't want to make them no more. You gave your man the business, then he had to leave. And like, yo, our people is fucking crazy, man. Let's just clam up and talk about the shit that we responsible for. Because we are responsible for some of this shit. A lot of it. A lot of it. And ignorance is never going to be fucking blissful. It's shit going to be painful and blistery. Okay? Blistering like a fucking cold day like it is today in New York. Come in and out the fucking, you know, the forgiveness pool and all that. You too trusted. Too loving and trusted. Fuck forgiving all these motherfuckers. Oh, leave Umar Johnson alone. Nah, you hang that nigga by the goddamn balls. He done took you for a fucking ride. If a nigga down the block owe you $5, you gonna bust his fucking head to the white meat. Don't give these motherfuckers no passes. Pretending, I'm gonna tell you, don't be the motherfuckers that get the goddamn scalp first because they acting like they in love with me and they don't got done for me. They helping the people that hate me, hurt me. Fuck them, and feed them Franks. Facts. That's how I feel about it. I ain't worried about the language. This is my motherfucking page, and if anybody don't like it, don't watch me. I don't give a fuck, but I live like this shit every motherfucking day. And I suggest y'all motherfuckers get with the shit too. Because you're bugging out. And then you're sitting there, you praying to motherfucking Jesus. When he coming to help you out? Show me. He gonna pay your rent? You paying that rent for y'all spending all that money on Christmas, on his birthday? How do you know Jesus? Oh, gosh. Stop it. You don't know him no more than you knew Obama ass either. And Jesus got a lot of people killed. He got people killed just like Obama. That's the only way you could do it. All that playing that fucking Grace Ming, where's she at now? She the one that, the senator that, the congresswoman that drafted up the shit in order to change Asian or Oriental. Bitch, they been calling you Asian and you was fine with it. And guess what? You're still foreign. Why do you care if we're called Negroes or American Indians? And now you want to take the shit out. Too late now, you motherfuckers voted for the people that don't like you. You dumb motherfuckers. Democrats tried to keep your ass in goddamn chains, right? We love them. You cling to your fucking oppressors. Shake them off your fucking ankle. Shake them off. They done took you for a goddamn ride. Tell them you want to get out the car and stop that goddamn train. Get off of it. This is your fucking stop. Get off the goddamn train. Stop teaching your fucking kids these fucked up ways that ain't gonna bear them no goddamn fruit. Get back in the dirt. Walk around barefoot in your yard sometime. Connect to the motherfucking land. Drink you some water. Stop with all that fucking Pepsi and soda and shit. Cleanse your shit. What Bernie say? Straighten out your fucking mind. Straighten out your mind. It's go time. It's go time. Yeah, the Asians are involved. That's a whole fact. We know that. They don't want to talk about the Japanese going up there in Mexico. I'm so sick of that. So sick of them with this misinformation. Like we ain't got Google and we can't go to the Mexican archives and we can't get a translator. Like we can't go to Japan and see. Everybody tell the truth. They just know we don't like to read. We like to be read to. We like to be instructed. Read this literature, children. What the fuck Moby Dick did for you? What parent questions why their kid coming home with some goddamn Moby Dick and A Christmas Carol? We could read Moby Dick, but you couldn't say dick. What the fuck's wrong with that? What's this fucked up message with that shit? Them motherfuckers, and those was the first books that when they started letting Negroes read, they couldn't wait to read A Christmas Carol. They didn't fucking read none of that shit in the Library of Congress, which was, they ain't read nothing in the archives, nothing concerning the law, nothing concerning them. Them motherfuckers wanted to be a part of that European culture. We gotta read Moby Dick. And then they started acting like they was better than the rest of them because they were able to read and they're more refined. And now, they're wearing their hair different and they're picking up these other ways and they're drinking their tea with their pinkies up and sometimes down, but they're drinking it at high noon nonetheless. The fuck out of here. Assimilating. These motherfuckers talk about, oh, where's y'all Native American culture? First of all, motherfuckers, I never, ever, ever, ever said I was Native American. I said I was American Indian Chattahoochee. Let's get that understood. So there ain't no more mistakes with this shit. Now this shit is digitally planted in the fucking cyber world, and it ain't going no goddamn where, and I said it. Right. I bear witness to myself that this is the shit that I'm kicking and it ain't gonna motherfucking change, okay? I'll tell you, it's more than that. They just saying that shit, but I see a lot of different faces. They be playing a lot of games with me, because I've been talking about their little political parties that they established and shit. The Know Nothing Party. All you gotta do is watch Gangs of New York. I'm telling you, in the beginning of that movie, it starts at about 1.16 seconds. And that motherfucker be like, the natives? These fucking Irish and Scots started this shit over beer pubs. Fucking beer. Right? Beer. You gotta be fucking kidding me. And now they a whole class of people. Whole class of people that's walking away with our shit. Actors and actresses and imposters. Right. Because if you dig them graves up of them Bass people, right? From the Metopony, right? You dig up them poor monkeys, you're going to find people that look like me. Dig them up. Let's start exhuming people. It costs $20,000. Fuck funding Umar Johnson School. Let's start digging up these Indian ancestors so these motherfuckers can stop fronting on us. Fuck you talking about? $20,000 to start exhuming. Let's start digging them up. I'm sure they won't be mad anymore because they've been mad at us for a long time because we've been dumb. We've been dumb. We've been dumb. A lot of this shit is our fault. You know what? I can't take a nap. Nap time over. Sleepy time is fucking over. I'm fresh out of fucking emotions. You cannot deal with emotions with the truth. The truth does not care how you feel about anything, right? A motherfucker gotta settle in the fact that some fucked up shit happened, no matter what it is. We have to deal with death and people that's not here no more. It's a fact that we can't do a fucking thing about. But we can't let that be the reason that we don't get out of bed anymore. Right? No. The energy never dies. It never dies. It just manifests itself in a whole nother way. And at the same time, we owe it to our people to show them some respect. We owe them that. You know what, Shannon? I read that and all of that, but I don't know. I can't prove it. So I don't even fuck with it. I don't care about it. And the only reason why I don't care about it because I can't prove nothing and how it relates to me. I know they lied about a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? They just do that. It's just what they do. They can't help it. They're fucking forked tongue. They can't. Some people, they just can't help it. And they ain't even mad that, but it is more on the person that, be deceived by some of this shit. You got a responsibility in the shit too. If you allow that fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, fuck it, it's all your fault. 3 times, 4 times, then it's just like once, twice, 3 times a matey. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about it. I know that retrograde is over. So if you guys were planning something, it might work out better now, but there's always going to be like travel things happening and stuff like that, during those times. Start paying attention to it because, they line you up for some shit, It's so much stuff that we got to go back to. But if y'all don't kill that fucking TV and turn that bitch off and start, leave that radio alone sometime and get back into some quiet places so you could actually fucking feel the energy of the ancestors telling you to free up yourself. It's time. Take it back. Like, you can't, these motherfuckers be talking, we was kings, we was queens. Well, prove it. What the fuck do kings and queens do? They handle their business. They certainly, they still got to tell the subjects what to do, right? That's going to run shit. You can't just fucking haphazardly just live and be a fucking king. You got to know some shit. A lot of them knew some shit, whether it's 10 languages and how to play fucking 50 instruments. They know the fucking law because they have to declare and decree it. And it has to be discussed amongst council with somebody else. It ain't just making no fucking random decision and shit. You got to have how government and structure is run. Like, so at the end of the day, you got to figure out where the structure is going to come from. But you got to know what the authority is and what's not. Again, what's real and what's fucking fake. And if you don't know that there's no such person as McDonald's, we're going to start with something simple as that. There's no such person as McDonald's. If your child end up with fucking cancer and you tie it back to McDonald's, that's not who you going to sue. You ain't going to sue no man named McDonald's going to come out and be like, yo, I'm sorry I fed y'all that fucked up food. There's no man named McDonald's coming out of there. It's going to be a corporation, and whoever owns the shit at some other time, he's not even going to budge. He's not going to lose any fucking sleep at all because his company has some sort of insurance that's just going to fucking pay how they weigh. And it's the game that they play. Nothing's going to happen. There's nobody named McDonald's. So what the fuck these are companies. You don't sign your name in all capital letters. Why the fuck would they send you a bill like that? Like, last name, first name, middle initial. Wait a minute. You don't sign your name that way, do you? And if you do, then you're funny. And I respect it. Because that's how you piss them off. Just in case you see your name that way and you feel like endorsing some shit, you might want to endorse it the way you see it. Them fucking police, when they write them summons, motherfucker, they write their name in all capitals. You write your name in all capitals, but if you sign your name across the line, you locked into the contract. It's the same as a handshake. And then you get what you get, and then there's nothing you can do. And then they're going to pray to Jesus, and ain't nothing going to happen. Ain't going to thank him when the situation just goes away for a little while, because it's only going to be dormant for a little while until you're grieved by something else. If you feel that, this person is that strong, then spend all your time studying. Fuck that. Quit your job. Stop paying your rent, because the Lord will provide for you. Fuck it. See how it works. You ain't got nothing to lose. You got all things are possible with Christ, right? I need to stop. Oh, man. This is the Christ, your crown. This is the crown chakra. When you able to transcend out of your shit, right? Romans chapter 8:11 says, lest a man mortify the deeds of his body, he cannot see the kingdom of heaven. What are the deeds of your body? Ain't that your birth certificate? You think Paul was talking about that shit? You think Paul was talking about a birth certificate in 1611? Who knows? It's the same shit warmed over. They had straw men too that they was answering to. They just encode it in a book and tell you how to get out them fucking shackles. And, you think it's showing up on Sunday, giving these motherfucking people that are totally against you, a couple fucking $100 million every weekend. And then you pray to Jesus for the conditions to change. And you just paid for all the change you could stand. Change. You done put it in the offering bucket. That little shit from the poorest fucking people here. But What a friend they have in Jesus, but they'll call you when they motherfucking lights is out, though. Call on the name, huh? Shit is crazy. But again, what y'all gonna do about this oppression shit? I'm gonna laugh because we just kicking it right now. I got some time. And plus, I kind of missed y'all. No, I kind of missed some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? They was fucking blocking me out. And but I'm still here. I'm still here, minding my business and kicking ass in the interim when they fuck with me. Only when they fuck with me. I ain't going looking for no fights. You don't go, when grandma say, save your own ass for your own ass whipping. And that's exactly what I do. But if you go looking for something, you're going to fucking find it, right? I don't look for shit, but ain't nobody going to drop no doo-doo on my lawn. You going to pick that shit up, homie. This is my shit. And I don't like poop on my lawn. That's the end of that. My dog ain't shitting in your yard. You ain't gonna let your dog shit on mine, okay? And that's all fair. That's natural law. That ain't no fucking fancy shit. You talk about an eye for an eye, cheek for a cheek. That's a motherfucking fact. You think it changed? No, it didn't. You shoot my dog, I'ma kill your motherfucking cat, your cow, the bitch that gave birth to that motherfucker too. Straight like that. For the jugular, because all this soft shit. The soft shit is why people think that you could get passes to all this shit. It's just going to take to go back into the old school days where that nigga that raped that kid or do some foul shit, he get hung up and fucking skinned alive and you make a fucking example of his ass. Right? Because you got people that absolutely are supposed to be in fucking prison. They don't need to be out here with the rest of us. Let the fuck is what anybody talking about. It's some niggas that belong exactly where they at. Right? We not going to lie about that shit. So, but those motherfuckers, they don't gotta be there neither. We fucking bury them up the dirt in their fucking neck and the whole village, the kids just busting like a fucking pinata all upside they shit. We gotta do some dramatic old school shit. You motherfuckers like violence anywhere. You fuck each other up. Fuck up the real niggas that need to be fucked up. Don't go busting and shooting at a goddamn party and hit somebody's 2-year-old fucking child at a barbecue at 2 o'clock in the fucking afternoon. Because you saw a motherfucker that punched you in the eye in a bar last night where there was no children at. Some of y'all motherfuckers need to be locked up. You make them fucked up decisions that fuck us all up. And we don't need your ass around. If you can't use this and you do all this feeling and loving and trusting and you got the propensity for violence, you might need to check your motherfucking diet. Some of y'all might be motherfucking useful, but you gotta use your superpowers for good, not for bad. Don't just be, if some people just good at beating people up. I'm not mad at that. I'm not even knocking you. We might need you to be fucking some of these people up. But save your hands for the right motherfuckers that need to be at the end of them. Don't just hit the motherfucker that, he took a parking spot like that. Not that motherfucker. It's a motherfucker that's gonna wait to rob your mother behind the bushes. Whip that ass. Save them hands for that man. Not the dude that jumped in a parking spot before you did. Like, some of the reasoning is fucked up. And we didn't keep making fucking excuses for sucker shit. Nah. No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. I don't love no attachment to people that much to where, I'm just going to co-sign some wrong shit. I don't like, certain things. If I'm against domestic violence, none of my brothers could put their hands on nobody. I'm not going to give special passes because it's a motherfucker that look like me that'll do me dirtier than anybody that I may think can impress me. They oppress me too. I hate oppression, period. You ain't got no color on it. You fuck with me, I won't fuck you up. That's it. I don't want to bother nobody. But I ain't going to let you fuck with me. I ain't going to do it. And I'm way smarter than I act sometimes, too. Only a smart person could play dumb. A dumb person can't play smart. But some of y'all, like I said, save that. Get in the gym. Fucking eat good. Drink water. Get that diet out. Like, stop fucking around. Like, I got my quit day. I'm about to fucking leave these Newports alone again. Right? We can keep trying. I went a while without smoking them. And, but in my mind, I know this shit's got to go. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I don't mind change, especially if it's good for me, right? You gotta stop looking at how people really fucking live. And you know, I ain't gonna just knock the tobacco because that's our fucking product. And I know people that smoke 90 motherfucking years and party and drink wine every day. Yes! It's in your living. We don't own our own shit no more. So this shit don't work for us. Right? Because if they was living off of tobacco, and that's the reason why all these motherfuckers came here in the first place, because America had tobacco. We got all the vices. We got the pretty women, the strong men. We got the fancy fucking footwork dances for that motherfucking ass. We got the voices and the pipes and the creativity to make your ears fucking feel the way your heart wants to feel. We got that. We got everything that the world want to fucking enjoy. That's why they keep coming. But it ain't yours to enjoy it because you think you from where the fuck they coming from. I don't know how much sense that shit make. I don't know how much sense that shit make. Everybody gonna be useful. This is why I treat the janitor the same way I treat the CEO. You just never know. I met somebody and he looked like he didn't have a pot to piss in, the window to throw it out. And the next time I met him and his wife, they pulled up on me in a Benz. You just never fucking know. They look like they was struggling. And they got a lot going on. Nice little funny conversation, and I done probably made some allies now. The universe will take care of you if you take care of it. But you got to put the right shit out. And the right shit is going to require you to accept who you are. Right? Because everybody else, they may know from somewhere else. And you see how much it does for them in terms of productivity? Do you see how all these other people with different nationalities come here and they prosper ahead of you, over you, beyond you? And you don't understand why you can't fucking get, a leg up? It ain't never dawned on you. You think it's just we the only people. Just we the only people that can't get rights, that won't get rights. The whole world just thinks like that. You think that? You think that the whole world just thinks like that? They waiting. They probably just like, yo, when the fuck they... Man, I'm sorry. But they opportunists too. And they have a right to go and grab an opportunity. It's their right to do so too. We don't put that in the Constitution. We give us your tie in the Statue of Liberty. Give us your tired, your poor. We done told everybody. Send us all your motherfuckers you don't love. And we gonna hug them and love them and trust them. We accepted that shit. Now you're talking about... We don't want no immigrants. The immigrants talk about we don't want any immigrants. They're just going to come here. They was doing that shit when the fucking Native American political party was established. We was the first slaves here that made a way for America. How can these new motherfuckers come here, right? This is before they was calling these people free white people. And that's after slavery. So if they calling them free white people, they couldn't have, either they wasn't white before that, or they wasn't free. If you gotta be free white people, what was you prior to that? Now, this is shit just require a little bit of thought. That's right. That's right. That's right. So now you're going back to the free white people and they calling them North Africans. On the application, it tells you you are white if you are from North Africa or Europe. So any other North African country. So that means Europe ain't really a continent. It's really a conglomerate of fucking nations of what? Foreigners. I just don't know, yo. Yeah, some of this shit is just, yeah. Yeah, them goddamn, them Alpha 5 motherfuckers and all of these. You right about that shit. That Boule shit go deeper than fucking, I don't know what. Deeper than the Mons of Minota. That too, Shaw Davis. That part. That part. And, you know, we got to do something about it, baby. That's all. We need a goddamn political party. You ain't lying, Shannon. And nobody don't want to talk about that. But they was also Moors that look like who. So they got to blend in. I don't know where the Albions came, but I do know that they named a place in Virginia Albion after where they were. And I know there was brutish Moors there. Popeye. You don't remember how much Popeye hated the Moors? Yo, you never go back to these old ass cartoons. That motherfucker Popeye and his father fucking hated Moors. Hated them. You ever see how they always do abracadabra? And it's always associated with magic because there's some trickery involved. So true. Art is the imitation of life, right? Through fucking Popeye. Trickery involved. They masters of disguise. So when they was getting kicked out of the world, they hiding in Jamaica. They hiding here with the other people that look like them. But they not hiding where they could be found at, and they blended in. Then when the motherfuckers got caught, you had them 4 motherfuckers in 1790, and they was some sort of relation to the Viceroyalty or the Sultan of Morocco, and they got that bullshit little Sundry Moors Act because what was they doing? They was hired to be missionaries and teach people about the same Jesus that George Washington and all the motherfuckers Moors, cause Moors come in all colors, cause they're hidden. Color means hidden, right? They helped these motherfuckers, and then they did the double cross. So you know they get upset when they find that quote from George Washington, and he's like, "Yeah, well, if we take their turban away, cause they done already plucked our feathers, so now they like, now that they helped us, we got these Indians right where we want them." Well, almost psychologically, now let's get these Moors before they put the Indians on, because they done helped us round them motherfuckers up, trying to save their own ass, because they came here as fucking prisoners, right? They came here as prisoners. Slavery wasn't just about them fucking kidnapping motherfuckers from one landmass to another. Some of these motherfuckers was in jail. Illegal aliens coming through this motherfucker, bringing the diseases and all that other shit, and they coming here for whatever they coming here for. We always been to connect. They've been coming for tobacco. They've been coming for weed. They've been coming for cocaine, the heroin. I don't give a fuck if they growing poppy fields over there in Afghanistan. They ain't growing no potatoes and shit. Look how barren that land is. They cultivated it, did they little scorched earth thing to them people, because you know their diet wasn't the fucking same, right? Because look at the climate. That shit ain't just happened, you know, in some goddamn ice age now all of a sudden. The place is just all dirt. Either they had got that scorched earth shit where they put the fucking salt and they won't let them grow nothing, and all they got is them goddamn poppy fields. But you better believe every drug that healed the motherfucking world came through this motherfucker. King Tut and all them motherfuckers was coming over here for the ladies and the cocaine. That's a whole fucking fact. And we hired these people to do our fucking business. So you know how they always say the Negro's so lazy? The Negro forgot he had to get back to work because he ain't watch his motherfucking servants, right? You didn't watch the strangers around you, and you got caught slipping and they stole your shit. They beat you out of it. You gave it away. We ain't steal a whole. They ain't steal everything. A lot of this shit we gave away. And nobody want to talk about that shit. A lot of the shit, we just gave it away. They ain't take a motherfucking thing. And if that's the case, what the fuck you gonna do about it? Somebody take your goddamn, your sneakers or something, or your cell phone or something, you gonna feel away. You gonna do something about it. These motherfuckers take 5, 10, 15 years from you for something that a motherfucking that ain't from here could do, but you can't motherfucking do it. They had to put a name on the shit. It's called controlled substances. What's a substance? My coffee's a substance. Would it be controlled because it's something that I only drink in the morning? Is that a controlled substance? How are you looking at it? You looking at it the way they tell you, that brings fear and promotes you giving away your motherfucking rights when you're not even supposed to be down there. Oh, I got knocked for some weed. Why? It's a fucking plant. You get knocked for some broccoli too, motherfucker, for real? Something that grow out the ground here for you and me on the earth? That's what you let them do? I don't let them do that. You call it what the fuck you want, because I call it for something else, and my use is different. I don't know what you talking about. This is my fucking spiritual ritual. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. They ain't want you motherfuckers to smoke the shit, not because it was bad for your ass, motherfucker, because it made you wonder, why is water wet? You start fucking thinking. What you think them chiefs was doing with them goddamn peace pipes? What, just tobacco? It's fucking weed. What you think our pension is for the shit that we already enjoy? Because it was already ours. It may look negative, but some of the shit had its usefulness. But they'll take all of our fucking negativity and use it against us, but they want to do it. It's okay when they do our shit, but when we do it, everything's so bad. You let these Native Americans tell you, oh, they lost their culture. No, the fuck we didn't. You still got that footwork. You in the Mardi Gras dancing for your motherfucking life. What you talking about? You just was in the club Saturday. Them family reunions, you don't think they rituals? You don't think that's what they was doing 100-some years ago, 200 years ago? But they make our shit seem like it's so strange. But everybody else want to do it. Now, you know, if they need a day called Christmas, then somebody had to be reminded to love somebody. When that ever happened? For our people, we taking all the strays. We ain't never made color no issue. Anybody hungry, grandma gonna feed them. Everybody else turn their back off. You don't see how unique and different our people are? Our hearts is so completely fucking different, right? But you sit up there, oh, that's why I hate when black people act this way. I hate when people act black, because that shit mean dismal and calamitous. Wicked and evil, sullen and dirty. And some of you monkey motherfuckers are sullen and dirty and wicked and dismal and calamitous. That's what the word means. And by acquiescence and default, it's just been a new word that's been added to describe a motherfucker that the world don't fucking respect. Because he don't know who he is. And where he from. You heard that shit, mama's baby, papa's maybe. It's how the land got taken, because they had their eye on them farming women trying to hang out with the Moors, gambling and playing cards with the Moors. Right? You know, our grandfathers had that corn liquor. Yeah, come on now, tell the truth. The same shit niggas like now, they did that. You don't think your grandfather liked shooting CeeLo and playing craps and fucking blackjack and cards and all this shit? Shoot the shit. Yeah, playing checkers and chess. You don't think that we was doing them things before? Party all the time, backyard barbecues in the front of the house, in the back of the house. You think that shit some ghetto strange shit. But when we was in our own world, having fun, loving and trusting each other, we was fine. It was complete harmony over here until somehow we forgot who we were, and we done forgot we had a house full of guests and went to sleep. And they done fucked your house up. And now you wake up out your coma because your mother done knocked you the fuck out. She done knocked your ass out. And you just been in a coma sleep. And now you wake up and your mother ain't even there no more. You done slept so fucking long. Mama gone now. Now you can't ask mama what the fuck happened. Now you ain't got no memory. You just woke up with your booty all wet and you know you've been touched. You know you've been fucked, right? But you don't know by who, where, what, or when. Yeah, I know this shit sound crazy, but I'm fucking freestyling and I'm talking from the goddamn heart right now. And I gotta use it in a way that's gonna make it connect and fucking sink in. And that's gonna be layman's terms. We ain't doing nothing fancy. We just gonna keep it all the way right. That's what happened. You blacked out. Like a whore at a party that had too much to drink. And she don't know who was in the room with her. She shouldn't have been there in the first motherfucking place. Oh, well, she got to eat it. But now she ain't never going to let it happen again, right? Or she just going to be promiscuous and keep letting everybody jump on top of her now because she feels so ashamed. Like she made a mistake and nobody going to forgive her. And now nobody's going to love her because she don't love herself no more. Yeah, America, you still beautiful. You still got that copper color. You still got that shit they pay money for. The lips, the hips, the style, the swag, the slick talk, the neck popping, the finger snapping. But we forgot how to use our powers for good. Our words used to mean stuff. Our words used to heal. Now you wanna hurt people with your words. You rather use your words to just express how you feel, but you don't even know how to feel because you all over the place. You got people telling you what to do, but you never take that moment to figure out, who are you? What is your purpose? Why are you here? And what could you do to make it better? What you here for? Some people is here for destruction, and that's fine, because, God damn it, some shit need to be tore the fuck up. Never built again. Some things need to be torn down, like these fucked up habits and these fucked up attitudes and all of this chemically induced shit that we fucking dealing with. We fucking with these chemicals. We giving our kids these snacks with shit you can't even fucking pronounce in it. Mama, can I go to that man's house? What man's house? No. Mama, can I get that snack? What's in that snack? You see the difference? We got to protect ourselves too. We got to protect ourselves too. We not protecting them. Coming outside beating up the lady next door because she corrected him for being disrespectful ain't defending, I love my baby, I kill for mine. But you let that white man come and take them away in fucking bracelets that you ain't make. You let the policy enforcers come and get your baby though. But the lady next door tell him don't talk to elders that way, and you so fucking, you love him so much you teach him to disrespect somebody that was here years before you and him was thought of. Fucking shame on you. And it might be a reason why your kids should curse an adult out, but they shouldn't do it. They better off coming to get you. Because if a child disrespects somebody that's twice their fucking age, or somebody that's older than them, then that shows the type of person you are, right? And even if the child is dead right, they wrong. They still need an adult. This is why they consider minors, right? And you have to teach them how to be major, not an adult. Teach them to be major during the minor years, not be an adult. Motherfuckers is adults and they still infants. What the fuck? Teach them to be major. Like Prodigy said, minor, we major. All up in the game and don't deserve to be a player. Right? Some people supposed to be on the bench. And that's okay, because we need cheerleaders too. But for the rest of them, the Bravehearts, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Y'all just gonna be brave, punching up on the people in your neighborhood that look like you? Or the nigga you got beef with? Or the dude that fucked your broad, right? You gonna fuck up a whole neighborhood block party because a nigga done hit your girlfriend up and he didn't trip on her twat. She opened up them legs, but you gonna shoot this nigga cause you mad. Like it ain't 1,000 other women around. And then that's when your side hoes and your mistress don't even become useful cause you mad cause a motherfucker slept with your wife, right? Fucking dogs. Some of y'all niggas need to get y'all shit together too. Y'all keep lying and all this other shit, doing this shit. You kissing boys and shit behind our back, doing all this shameful, disgusting, low down, dirty shit. And then when you end up alone, you just mad and you take it out. And sometimes it ain't all your fault. Sometimes your fucking mother, your first fucking woman that you love, maybe your mother did something to you. I want to beat them bitches up. I'm sorry if your mother didn't hug you and tell you how valuable you were. And now the rest of us got to suffer because you don't know. And you disconnected. It ain't all your fault. It ain't all your fault. But if you want to do something different, you got to put that away. Because the best thing I'm going to tell you about some of our childhoods is that it's over. It's over, right? It may have been rough, but shit, it's over. Now what you going to do? Now what you going to do? I don't know, y'all. I just, it's so funny they be asking why we ain't tribal and all this other shit. But you know what these projects are? Communities. You know what these ghettos are? Communities. That's our tribal attachment. It's not poverty. It's the fucking liberty. It's the way we live. It's not poverty that is our community connection. We are fucking kinfolk and we can't fucking get along. We so displaced because we want all these things, but everything we want is right here. So really, who's your God? Because you think it's going to come from out the sky, but everything is really here already. But you can't get it because you are pretending to be somebody else. Imposters have to play a fucking... Imposters have to get what imposters get. You a fake, you phony, you fake, you get what they get. And that's just the end of that. Ain't no fucking way around it. You know the universe gonna give you that perfect portion. If you giving it up right, you'll embrace it and you'll respect exactly what it gives back to you. Right? And you could bring calm to your life. A lot of y'all don't think that things are going to be okay because you so comfortable in chaos that when it's quiet, you just got to go smack a glass of milk off the table just because it's been too goddamn quiet. Some of y'all be fucking shit up on purpose and you cause your own shit. There's people that walk outside and mind their business and they happy about life and a fucking bowling ball falls off a roof and busts them upside the fucking head. Ain't nothing they can do about it. Then there's the stupid motherfucking calamitous motherfucker. Here we go. Here go your black person. They will push a piano halfway out the window on the top floor. Tie a string to it. Run all the way downstairs. Pull a string. Pull a piano on top of their head and say, look everybody, I'm hurt. Help me. A piano fell on top of my head. Then there's those fucking people. And I'm fucking sick of you wasting time. And we don't have time for the good people that really fucking need our help. I don't fucking look at you no more. I look at the one that be in silence with their shit, holding it in, but they still got a smile for me and they sitting at home in the motherfucking dark. That's who I'll give my last fucking $5 to. The fucking 40 below trooper that's gonna thug it out and get up out of bed. No matter how much pain they in, they gonna go earn. They gonna love up on their mothers. They gonna love up on their family. They gonna spend time with their man. They gonna tell their kids how special they are. Those the people I wanna fuck with. The rest of y'all motherfuckers trying to poison me with y'all fucked up shit. And I had a hard time being myself, being full of love, right? I had a hard time with that. Now I know how to control that shit, and I'm a dangerous motherfucker now. Because if you fuck with what I love, ain't no coming back for you. Ain't gonna be no goddamn sympathy, and I don't take kindly to threats. I don't sell no wolf tickets either. I don't sell no wolf tickets. But I don't take kindly to no motherfucking threats. I don't take kindly to grandma killers. You ain't gonna kill my grandma. She already dead, but she's still here, honey. That would be how I got here. Some big shoes to fill. There's some big shoes to fill, but you want to know what? My mama ain't raised no punks. My mama ain't raised no motherfucking punks. The fucked up people ain't got no problem sticking together. Where the good folks at? Why the good guys can't never be a crew? It's always, when somebody hates somebody, they find all the other people that hate that person to join themselves to the motherfucking hip. Right? Ain't no mountain, ain't no sea. Where the good people at? Where the righteous people at? Why they can't get together and they be all alone, sitting in their shit with their pure heart getting broken and stepped on? Fuck y'all. Come doing all this complaining and don't want to do a motherfucking thing about your condition. Fuck you. You weak to me. I don't like you much. We ain't got nothing in common, and I won't waste a fucking minute in your presence, and you damn sure ain't gonna waste a motherfucking minute in mine, right? Because it's about healing, and I don't know who want to heal. I don't want to be around motherfuckers with scabs and sores and shit all on them. Not me. Not me. I got that Wolverine shit. You know how many scars bitches done been scratching up my face since I was a little girl, mad at me, and I whipped their ass. Call Me Black was the first fight I had for a motherfucker calling me black. Ah! Lose my mind. Since I was little. Ask about me. I ain't motherfucking lying. Motherfuckers used to call me Ink Spot, and here come my fila flying through the motherfucking air. Huh? Yes, I would lose a sneaker because I was a leaper. I didn't really know how to fight. Then I started putting my hands on people, and it felt good, and they left me the fuck alone. And that was the end of that. That was the end of that. My grandfather taught me how to defend myself, right? And I was little. I was 5 foot nothing. You know, I wasn't just gonna let nobody just jump on me. That ain't gonna happen. I learned, I bullied the motherfucking bullies. I always had a problem with it. And all the things that, you know, I can take all the bad stuff and make something good out of it because it made me who I am. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And it's nice when who you are ain't defined by nobody else's motherfucking terms. That's that freedom that everybody be looking for. And it be right in the, it be right there. Right in your face. And just gotta want it. Just gotta want it. But all that oppression shit, all that, nobody with that shit, man. Don't fucking teach your kids you having these fucking conversations. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, son, when you go outside, no, I don't want you to wear this white t-shirt. I don't want you to dress like that because this could happen and that can happen and this and that. You don't teach that motherfucker how to Mirandize a goddamn cop, but you teach him how to fucking be afraid. Get the fuck out of here. Afraid of doing what? Walking to the store, on his way to school, coming home from school? Why should he be afraid? In the community that he was born and raised in, where all the people know his mama because the bitch party all the motherfucking time. Everybody know Good Time Susie, right? But you want to have this conversation with your fucking son, but you don't want to teach your son how to defend himself. And you niggas ain't, you monkey ass niggas ain't around to teach your son how to defend himself and control his mind and control his temper and teach him discipline, right? We lack that because we emotional. Y'all niggas keep leaving us to raise these sons, and look at all these effeminate little fucking boys running around. Who gonna hold a gun when the burglar come in the house? Your son gonna be running, "No, mommy, I'm scared." Oh, girl, no. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. These fucking little girls, these little fucking girls out here, dressing them up in tight clothes with names all across their ass and shit. Then you got these niggas around, and they looking at your motherfucking daughter. Everybody looking for love. In all the wrong motherfucking places. Start with you loving yourself. And maybe not even that. Maybe it start with you loving something more than you love yourself. Because that's going to be the shit that you value. And hopefully it ain't no bullshit. Hopefully it ain't no bullshit. Because we could tend to drift off into fucking obscure places we ain't got no business doing. Ain't nobody exempt from that. And nobody's perfect. So it's not like, you know, anybody can't fall. But I'm going to tell you motherfuckers what. When your ass do hit rock bottom and you are down flat on your motherfucking back, the only way is up. What you looking at? The sky. Get up, stupid. Get the fuck up. It's only way is up. You already on the ground. Get up. You get knocked down, but don't get knocked out. Don't get knocked out. What anybody else thinks is none of your fucking business. Stand on your own 2 feet, 10 toes fucking down. Shout out to Doughboy. 10 toes down. If oppression is your thing, You don't have a right to complain. The rest of us don't want to hear the shit. The rest of us don't want to fucking hear it. The rest of us don't want to hear it. You got to be who you are. And that's in the eyes of the law. That's in the eyes of your Lord and Savior. Whomever that might be. For those of you that subscribe. And I ain't knocking it, even though I'm being an asshole when I say it. You do what you do, whatever's going to make you a better human at the time. You know, hopefully you bring your ass back home and you stay in the land in which forefathers really was, because you don't know a motherfucking thing about Israel. You don't know a motherfucking thing about none of these other places that you named in ancient. None of these places ain't never was there. They ain't never been established, and they only in these books that's published to tell people specific things. Okay? And somehow this shit worked for everybody but the fucking so-called black American here. Right? Yeah. Right. So when you say, oh, everybody looks out for their own, except for so-called black people, you motherfuckers, are you, who do you belong to? Maybe you don't belong to nobody but yourself. Maybe you're already home and nobody invited you to the party. Huh? You ain't never thought of that shit. You ain't never thought of that. You late for your own motherfucking gala. Your own extravaganza. You're late. You show up tardy for the party. And everybody else got their dancing shoes on. Right? Everybody else got their dancing shoes on. But you done left your shit somewhere else. Or you let somebody take it. You let these people take your cornbread. Better learn how to defend yourself. And some of it is going to have to be styled the way our elders did it. You know, we think our elders had some weird fucking characteristics and shit. And I'm telling you, I'm going to go back to how they used to answer the phone. You call, and my grandfather answer the phone, and they say his first and last name. That man will be like, who's calling? He ain't going to be like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, who's calling? You halt. Who goes there? Motherfucker come knocking on your door to go, Phoenix Moon? Look out the peephole. First of all, you got to announce that you on your motherfucking way to get entry. No fucking just popping up. We don't do that shit. We ain't in our fucking 20s. Get the fuck out of here. We gonna have some fucking decorum and respect of how we conduct our friendship, our relationship, our business, everything. The ship, own the ship. I own the ship. And being that I own the ship, I am responsible for whether the shit floats or fucking sinks. Or docks, right? Because sometimes you want to put the anchor down and just dock and chill, right? It's my responsibility to do so. It's my responsibility to do so because I have to own my ship. Everything that is ownership, friendship, I mean, the good ship, like, just think about it. It's just back to that maritime, right? What they doing? They got you on the high seas, huh? They put them lights on and it's not an emergency. You see the police put them fucking lights on. That means there's some sort of emergency. That's a signal. That means something to helicopters in the sky. That means something. Those lights. I don't even remember. But it means something. That's against us a fucking felony. How many of y'all motherfuckers locking them cops up for putting them goddamn lights on because you ain't have your headlights on? Well, it's fear, Shaw. You right about that, Damon. It's fear. People are very fearful. They particularly fearful of the things that they don't know. I know this shit is only making sense to people because it's stuff that you already know. It's just a different perspective of a teapot that here's my, when I get all steamed up. I'm just steamed up right now. That's it. It just sounds like I'm saying some real shit, but this is the shit you already know because it's in your DNA. This is the shit our ancestors was putting into us, but we were so busy chasing other things that now that they're not here, motherfuckers wish they could have a conversation. You didn't bring them fucking flowers when they're alive. I'm going to bring y'all flowers now. I ain't going to wait till you're dead. I'm going to bring you flowers now. I'm bringing flowers now. I know one thing. Gotta stop letting these people take your shit. Stop letting them fucking bully you like you ain't already home. If they can't come in your house, right, and do what the fuck they want to do, how they come in your house and do what the fuck they want to do. That's the shit I'm just gonna wait, sorry y'all, for somebody to explain to me. I'm looking forward to an explanation for that. Straight up, relationships. Them ships again. The ships are important. Friendships, relationships, ownerships, proprietorships. It's always something. And it got to do with water. It got to do with water. You got to dip in the water and be baptized. That don't mean let no fucking strange white priest with a fancy robe on dip your head in a fucking whirlpool bathtub. Rise above. Come hella high water. That's a legal clause. High water. The tide is high. What's the tide? Tithe. Y'all don't fucking hear me though. Y'all don't hear me though. Birth, B-E-R-T-H. The shit pulls into the birth. I know y'all need to fucking understand what I'm talking about. I'm not bugging the fuck out. I'm not bugging out. And these are the things that work. I don't know what everybody else is talking about. This is the shit that like can't be denied. It's already here. I didn't write the shit. In my mind, I'll just get a lawyer and do what everybody else do. Right? In my old mind. And then I figured out you could pay a lawyer $80,000 and that nigga's still friends with the judge that he act like he don't know. But they're in this brotherhood together. Remember that legal society? And then there's also that fraternity that they was in, that Alpha Phi Gamma. They was in that. And then they also in other fucking jurisprudence societies and all these other fucking little fancy things, country clubs. They just friends all the way through. They be generational friends. The same motherfuckers that's judges now, they daddies was judges locking your fucking grandfathers and daddies up. You know, these people do the repetition. You know, though I'm gonna shout out Schenectady. You know them Hamiltons, you know how they was cops in Rotterdam, they're firemen, they're ambulance people. They got everybody dead that they want they could have dead. You got them as police in all the counties surrounding. You have them all as the paramedics, the fucking EMTs. They all work at the fire departments and shit. Whole families done lock down everything that can fucking protect you or fuck your whole world up. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? You didn't even see everybody else forming the enterprise right here in your own fucking empire. Motherfuckers got lemonade stands, a Starbucks, all in your backyard, and you ain't getting a goddamn dime because you sleep. And you out working on somebody else's farm and somebody else's lemonade stand. You're manning they shit, making sure they fucking counters is clean and spiffy, and you're never fucking late. You're on fucking time. But I call one of you motherfuckers and tell you I need $10 and you late like a motherfucker. I'll be right there turning the 4 days. I ain't forget you, son. Bullshit. You ain't forget to clock in, though. Your ass was there. You ain't forget none of that shit. Right? It's always going to be good for somebody else as long as you think that something can happen to you. So sometimes people like living out of fear, right? Because I be talking this law shit and ain't nobody paying me no mind. But if I put this shit in a package and sold it, motherfuckers will buy it up and they'll be proud of it. Did you buy that Phoenix Moon package? Son, that shit got me out of all them tickets. Oh, shit. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I can't even work with people. I be wanting to, but I can't. Y'all show me all the fucking time that I can't. There's no Black Panther movement. This ain't no black extremist list shit going on. This the motherfucking landlord talking. And I'm telling all the motherfucking tenants, y'all gonna stop infringing. You're gonna stop encroaching. You're gonna stop giving me agita and motherfucking stress, right? Because that shit cause bowel obstruction, right? You be constipated, right? You be fucked up. You know, and then you start regurgitating and you're throwing it up. You're throwing up the shit because you're just so fucking full of it. I'm time to shit or get off the pot. I don't know what everybody else doing, but Phoenix ain't gonna be nobody's slave. It's always a, that's why I got, you know, you're not even supposed to be dating nobody, seeing nobody, loving nobody that's gonna put you in a box to be on some yes sir Wilson. That shit's over. Look, I need me a motherfucking revolutionary like a motherfucker, okay? Shout out to, cause he about the light, he about the business. This shit gotta stop. This shit gotta stop. You ain't getting no more time out of my motherfucking children. You can't have my motherfucking son. Or my daughters. Or my aunts, my mother, my uncles. Can't have mine. Coward season's absolutely over. Absolutely over. You might want to hit up that family search, www.familysearch.org. Start there. You know, start looking at your genealogy and figure your shit out. Ain't nothing wrong with being, you know, who you are. And once you get to that, you get treated different. Once you figure out who and what you are, you can have your ties to your communal people that you belong to. Because everybody belongs to somebody. All that, the records is lost and all that shit, they fucking lying. They right there. And I'm going to tell you for sure. 2 things for motherfucking certain. If you see them as slaves in somebody's will in 1820, and then by 1840, they on the census and they chilling and got their own shit and stuff like that, you might want to think that maybe they parents owe the debt. Don't just think they got kidnapped. The first thing you think is they got kidnapped from Africa. It's some fucking stupid shit you can't prove. Stupid shit. That Ta-Nehisi Coates, y'all gotta pull that up. I forgot. I want to post that link too. Ta-Nehisi Coates, shout out and all of that. Good effort and everything. What's his name? That fucking man that was feeding everybody the dirty fucking tilapia. What's his name? And our people just love that motherfucker. Hi, Lenny. Love you, cuzzo. What's that motherfucker? Claude Anderson feeding everybody. Him and Derek Coleman from the New Jersey Nets feeding motherfuckers nasty ass farm raised tilapia. But you motherfuckers, his Blackonomics. Gotta get his book, Blackonomics. The motherfucking richest people on the planet, the brokest motherfuckers calling themselves some black shit. Get the fuck out of here. That's why the shit don't work. Black Panthers, Black Power, Black Lives Matter. None of that shit works. It means dismal, calamitous. You casting a spell. Black. I'm blackity black. You fucking empowering your oppressor because that was their title. Switch, trading places like Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd like a motherfucker. Oh my gosh. Pulled a fucking fast one, man. Pulled a fucking fast one, I'll tell you. But you know, like I said, it's remedy. There's absolute remedy. You know, you gotta seek it though. First of all, know where you are. Read your goddamn Constitution. Who they talking about? Didn't you pledge some sort of allegiance to New York? You got some ties there. You call in the house that you live in residence, right? And the word residence means you somewhere that you ain't originally from doing business. You might have lived in Queens all your life, but if you got a fucking residence, that means you a foreigner from somewhere else. And it could mean New Jersey. It could be you a foreigner from fucking Nassau County and maybe not even too far out the jurisdiction. It may mean you from, or now that they done got all these districts and municipalities, it can mean that you move from Flushing to St. Albans, right? Now you in a different jurisdiction, a different district, voting district, a different school district, a district, right? Houses specific people that are what? Joined to the municipality, joined to the government, basically people who have subjected themselves to the jurisdiction of a fucking corporation, not a person. Who the fuck is the IRS? They gonna come to your house and whip your ass if you don't pay that motherfucking $200, right? No, if you owe me $200, I might come to your house and whip your ass, but the IRS only gonna send you a letter. They may send some fucking fake ass Gestapo, but it's only if you agree to it can they really fucking take your ass out in cuffs. You agree to go to jail? What did the Supreme Court, and you know they got him fired. What's his name? William Rehnquist, the old Supreme Court justice. And that motherfucker said 95% of the people that's in prison in the United States is there because they volunteered to be. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Why are you there? Because you didn't pay child support. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. What does the word father mean in a legal term? It don't mean the same thing that you know a father to mean. Doesn't mean the same thing. And that's the reason why they even ask your mother for her maiden name. Do you know what a maiden is? How come you be married for 20, 30 years and decide to have a baby and they asking this woman for her maiden name? Well, what do her maiden name got to do with anything? She's already Mrs. Williams. She's married to Mr. Williams. They've been a couple forever. So what does it matter that, you know, that her name was Mrs. Johnson or Lynn Johnson before? It don't matter. You know, it don't matter. So they ask you that because that cuts the inheritance. A maiden used to cut the fucking head off. It's a Scottish instrument, or it's something that they used to use back in the days, like a guillotine, and cuts the head off for who? The son. The son was the next head of the kingdom going forward, right? Right? So that's why they ask for your maiden name, to bastardize your child, and your child then becomes a ward of the state. This is why the mother ends up being a fucking informant, because she's snitching. This nigga got me pregnant. And even though we asked the state of whatever to give us permission to be married, I'm still bastardizing my child. You marry Caesar's way. You marry Caesar's way. Okay? You asking people for permission. You getting a license. That's a 2-for-1 special, and they warehousing 2 slaves at the same house, and they know where to get you both. Now they know where they can find his fucking other half at. They gonna be at the same house. Warehouse special. 2-for-1. You getting married. Since when? Since when did it have to involve yourself? Did you need New York State to tell you it's okay to get a lie? Sense. A lie. In a sense, it's a lie. You asking for permission to get married. There is no law saying that you could get taxed on your wages, especially in New York State. It tells you labor is not commerce. Labor and wages is not commerce. It may be called something different in New Jersey, but in New York State, you're only paying taxes because you say, I will. You sign that damn W-4. We do it. You skip past it. That line 7 says, is there any reason why you should feel exempt? We just happy we got the job and be like, okay. Hey, Furdu. That's it. They can't produce nothing. And I ask these police officers all the time, please produce some sort of something that I can refer to, because I give them this much window. Produce something that I can refer to show me that it says that I am required to have a license. And they never will. You're going to show me a code that says all persons. Well, I'm not a person. I am we the people. A person is a fucking corporation. And that's the person that pays taxes. And they call them a taxpayer. Is also a person. A taxpayer is also a slave. A person is also a slave that puts in the work for the corporation that they're running, that's in your name, but you ain't benefiting. You just get up and make these other motherfuckers millions of dollars, and they send their kids to the fine fucking schools. Meanwhile, you trying to keep the fucking lights on in your own shit. Yeah, who's the fucking killer? Stop blaming these white people. Some of y'all got some fucking explaining to do. Y'all got some fucking explaining to do. I can't believe I went to Andrew Jackson High School. I get such a fucking kick out of that when I think of me going to the same motherfucker that helped rewrite a whole bunch of shit regarding my motherfucking ancestors. Who would have thought that? Why you think these high schools is named after these same niggas that fucked up the Indians? Yo, you think they put all these other people in the ghetto for a reason? Once they got you from off your land down south, they sent you into these motherfucking projects. And then they still try to make it hard for you because they had to have reasons to keep locking you up in order to keep making money. Because if y'all making money, then that means somebody got to go home because they can't no more. Right. So the more that they find these obstacles to put in your way, the more dependent you become on them to tell you the truth. You can't fucking, the nigga that got war against you, you gonna ask him for bullets? To loan you bullets? That's some foolish shit, yo. You ask the motherfucker that's out to get you for some motherfucking help. Y'all crazy. 1 minute, oh, I'm going to the government, they gonna help me. To the next minute, the government's against us, they don't want to help us. Shut the fuck up and figure out the government ain't no goddamn real person. Government ain't nobody that can come smack you in your goddamn face. You got more respect for a stranger. Some of y'all got more respect for strangers in uniforms than you do for your own fucking mother. I'm ashamed of y'all motherfuckers. Y'all bullshit me. Y'all can talk all that shit you want, but you know what I'm saying is true, and I'm going to say it. And, you know, sorry if it hurts, but the truth ain't never, you know, it might make you mad, but it'll fucking bring some, you know, some shit that may be conducive to your well-being. Just think of it that way, because it's coming from love. Y'all know me. Y'all know I ain't no creep. Y'all know me for real, for real. I know this Facebook and shit, because many of y'all done met me. I'm the same way. Y'all know it is. You know I'm not lying. This is me all the time. I'm just a little turned up and shit. I've been making real good use of my time away. It ain't because I ain't love y'all. It's because I had shit to do. And the shit that I do is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. But I got to identify who the fuck the homies is, because this shit ain't for every motherfucking body. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have no fear, because this ain't, like I said, this ain't no shit that's starting out based off of any fraudulence. This is the fucking law. This is the fucking law. And whether we like it or not, ain't a motherfucking thing you could do about it. These motherfuckers are, oh, we need to go here. We need to. Y'all got all these motherfucking solutions and shit. Right? But you really fucking don't, because you still stuck in the same fucking spot. Right? Still stuck in the same spot. The same bully kicking your ass. The same style. The same fashion. In the same fucking way. In the same motherfucking way. Right? Like, let's keep it real. Motherfucker keep getting locked up for burglary. Nigga, you ain't a good burglar. Give it up. That's not your fucking thing. Maybe go fucking, I don't know, sell some crack or something. But stop with the burglary. You ain't... What the fuck is wrong with y'all, yo? I'm just saying, yo. You know... Oh, man. The due diligence, man. The due diligence. You gotta do the fucking due diligence, y'all. You got to see who you are, because this is going to be the determining factor to how people treat you. Remember in Juice when the motherfucker Q went to Sweets to cop the piece to protect himself from Bishop? What's the first thing that lady said to that little nigga? Ain't you Lorraine's son? Right? When you was little, you get in trouble. They be like, who your mama? Right. Mama's baby, papa's maybe. Mama's baby, papa's maybe. I don't know if y'all know what that means. It don't mean that the daddy ain't gonna fucking be around. That's not what it meant. That was when we were interbreeding with different races. And your nationality depended on who your mother was. So if Tupac was born in 1776, Tupac would have been a slave, because Afeni was where? She was a slave. She was in prison. Afeni Shakur and Tupac would have both been slaves if they was born in 1776, because she was convicted of a crime. Don't mean she was fucking guilty, but half the motherfuckers that's in prison now ain't goddamn guilty of nothing for real, but that don't mean they ain't get convicted. We know that for a fact, because we all missing some motherfucker. Right? Right. So, you know, policy enforcers ain't all the way wrong. People break the law every motherfucking day. You know, on the back of your social security card, that shit tell you don't carry it. You still got it in your wallet. You got the shit in your wallet right now. That shit say it ain't yours. It says it's somebody else's. It's theirs. Well, who's social security, and why would they give you a number? You bitches wouldn't even take a nigga number from the supermarket if he tried to say something nice to you. But you gonna give out this goddamn social security number. You gonna give out somebody else's number. You don't get on and sit on down some goddamn where. What you doing? What you doing? That's good. You know what? That and Shannon, I know all about that shit, but you know what? I don't worry about that. I'll leave that shit up to the Moors. Let them sit there and try and crack that fucking Da Vinci Code and try and access that goddamn bank account. I don't give a fuck about that, Sessa KB. I don't want none of it. I just don't want them to have it. So I'm the holder in due course of me and my kids' shit. Don't even fuck with it. You can't get a dime out that bitch. Deal with me, the private person, the woman in flesh and blood. All right? That's why you make special appearances, so you let them know you ain't no motherfucking person. You ain't no corporate entity. My mama damn sure ain't named me defendant. She damn sure ain't named me that. So I wouldn't dare sit in no chair where defendants sit just because I seen a motherfucker in court who name got called before me go stand up over there. I'm just going to assume that's supposed to be my position. With my hands behind my back, already in a slave position. Hands behind your back? Motherfucker, you got me fucked up. What you gonna do with your hands behind your back? Nothing. Nothing. You're gonna get fucked up, right? Because they could do anything to you. Slam you, do all that shit. No, we ain't even getting to all that, homie. We're not getting to all of that. We're not getting to all of that. You gotta rebut the presumption. And by all means, trust me, don't think that, you know, when it comes down to me saying that the word black means you from somewhere else, because if you attach yourself to that somewhere else, it's not going to be a harmful thing. Then you just a Nigerian. You see what I'm saying? But you got a nationality and somebody that's going to come fuck something up if something happened to you. Black people are just floating because they don't know where they came from, and you just going to assume it's Africa. Because that's what they told you. But if they hate you so much and you thought that Africa was your motherfucking home, why would they tell you to go back somewhere? Niggas got money now. They ain't left yet. They ain't left. You will go there and apply for citizenship? Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Your great-great-great-great-grandmother from Alabama. She from South Carolina. Shut up. She ain't from no goddamn Ivory Coast. And if she is, when she got back? Because she might have only went to visit somebody else that got taken over that motherfucker. You ever think of that? Because they damn sure got passenger lists. You think they was just letting fucking people come in and out like they wanted to? No, they always was on their immigration shit. The only thing that's really, really suspect and peculiar is this Angel Island shit over there on the West Coast that they ended up turning into Alcatraz. And if you notice, that's the only noise them goddamn Native Americans made ever when they burnt down Alcatraz, right? That was their station where they came in from fucking Asia. First Nations my motherfucking ass. Now, the truth is, this was a goddamn mocha brown chocolate cocoa puff of a fucking planet before something happened. Everywhere. They hide the people that's in China that got my complexion. They hide the face of Puerto Rico, Mexico. They hide these motherfucking faces from you. Now, when you see a real Indian, you don't know what the fuck a real Indian look like. Now you telling me I'm African. Get the fuck out of here. Prove it, because I can't. Just because they said it means that what? What does it mean? Because grandma said some other shit. Grandma said some other shit. Grandma ain't gonna lie to me. You fucking kidding me? How much sense do that make? Sure is. Sure is. You think them Asians is mound builders while they was living in teepees? Why they ain't have no extravagant motherfucking structures and architectures and shit? Every time you see a picture, a colonial picture where they are fucking with some dark, so-called black-looking Indians, you ever see them buildings on fire in the back? If they just got here, when they built buildings? You ever notice they was burning? Why would they burn? You kidnap motherfuckers to make them build buildings for you to live in, but then you burn the motherfuckers down and what? Make them build them again? Do they do business that way now? Or they do smart business, right? Do you think they did stupid business then and was able to take over a whole fucking couple of continents and shit by being fucking stupid? I just want to know. How the fuck do that work? Do they do business like that now? Of course not. They didn't do it then either. I was in another forum. This dude talk about breeding farm. These motherfuckers that don't know who their greats are, they have such a hard time with this information. They have a hard time with the Walterpleckers. They have a hard time with understanding how they fucking try to completely erase us. And this is why I call them the grandma killers, because they try to act like you didn't fucking exist. You know what I'm saying? They really do be trying. And they will sit there and they will take you back to 10,000 years in ancient Kemet and all this other shit that you can't prove. But, and even the ones that's actually African, living on the continent of Africa, be mad butting in our motherfucking business too. Right? And not only when they butt in our fucking business, what they're doing is acting like they telling us what the fuck happened over here. Well, you know what? You got me fucked up, Mrs. Ancient Africa Culture. And shout out to Angola Angie. You know that's my nickname for you, bitch. Yeah, we beyond diplomacy right now, okay? You tried to kill my grandma. That shit is crazy because you can't ask them what was they doing in 1700s. The whole goddamn continent of Africa is not getting goddamn raped. Where you see one white person in charge in Africa right now? Show me a fucking country where there's a goddamn group of oppressors on the cabinet or parliament or some shit like that. Please show me they oppressed by their own fucking people. Don't you goddamn tell me no different. Something else went wrong. And this is still going to be related to the families that have been running the world forever. Right? And they all have a commonality. And you want to know what that commonality is? And I know y'all going to be mad. Whether it's Bays, the Bays. Turkish Ottoman Empire. Moors. Y'all better tread light, y'all. I ain't saying I hate y'all, but y'all ain't gonna pull that motherfucking trickery. I ain't saying you ain't exist, but you ain't gonna pull that motherfucking trickery. I drink a lot of water now. I don't drink Pepsi no more. My mind's a little clearer now. Y'all gonna stop fucking around with the fuck around. So, you know, I'm going to quit smoking these cigarettes on January 11th, y'all. And I'm going to do that because I absolutely know that I need my voice. And I need my voice so it could be loud and clear. The Indians up. We ain't sleep no more. We want our motherfucking crown back. And now we got the civics to apply to it. Y'all going to stop coming in our house and disrespecting us. You going to stop coming in here and, you know, belittling our fucking culture. Because if you want to, you can give it all back. You going to leave them traffic lights? Leave at home. That's ours. You can't have Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Prince. That's ours. James Brown, ours. Motown, refrigerators, air conditioning, open heart surgery. Y'all can give it back. Go give it back. See, a lot of those patents ran out, right? And you don't even know that some of them shits belong to your great-great-great-great-grandfather. The formula for Jack Daniels. Why do you think they posted that anniversary? That was such a kick in the motherfucking head. What was the man's name that gave them the formula for Jack Daniels? Because I bet you his kinfolk do some fucking money because they ran to that goddamn patent office so the Negro couldn't have his own shit. But they only last 100 years. Go and get your people's shit. The jig is up. Go get your people's shit. If you find out who you related to, you might not be in the condition that you're praying to Jesus to get you out of. Jesus been late. He been a long time late. Since 1611. That's about 400 years, almost 400 years late. Time waits for no man. Nobody. Y'all gotta get it together. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Peace and love to y'all. Yeah, you know what, Damon? That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. That's why your head ain't a hat rack. Hi, baby Quada. Love you. Yeah. No. But at the end of the day, man, y'all got to tighten up. Got to figure out what happened. And it's going to require you to go straight up old school on these motherfuckers. You're going to have to go old school on these motherfuckers. Because that's the shit that work. That's the shit that work. Oh, no worries. No issues. Much appreciation to you too. Love you too, Lamik. Peace and love, beloved. You know, we just gotta be persevering. We the most resilient motherfuckers on the planet. They ain't fucking break us yet. Yo, we gotta just stop acting like we weak. You know, we gotta stop acting like we want everybody to do something for us, man. This shit is crazy. You gotta cut this shit out. We making all these motherfucking excuses. Oh, the white man don't want me to have nothing. Motherfucker, you just signed it all over to him. What are you talking about? Remember that last contract application. Look up that legal word. What are you applying? Register. You gave your shit away. They didn't hold no gun to your head. You got a new car, took your ass down to DMV like, ha! Got a new car. Can't wait to go to DMV and get my plates. Dab on them. You motherfuckers. Now you driving in your pretty new car and you got the nice little, you know, shit that don't require no key in the ignition, the little push button start and all that, right? Manual and also automatic and shit, right? Nice car. And then here come Mr. White Officer on his wee, right? Bloop, bloop. Oh, he don't like me because I got a nice car. He can only stop you because you went down there to one of his agencies that he also works for, right? New York State, this mysterious fucking goon. New York State is the gooch that whips your ass, but you never see him. But they there. Their presence is felt. He just send them boys out to come and hit you. But you don't never see New York State. I need New York State to be like, yo, you know what, Phoenix? I'm sick of your shit, and you're going to have to settle this out with me. Until New York State can do that, ain't nobody here whipping my ass. It's a fraud that they're doing. I'm not the one committing fucking fraud. It's them being fraudulent. They being deceptive. Because the law is there. So they not really being fraudulent. It's just deception. And you can't blame them. You won't take yourself to self-govern. You don't want to do it. Remember, you wanted other people to take the burden off of handling your business for you so you could chill. So don't let them call you lazy, because really, we thought that we could trust them to do that when they came here. We helped them fight Britain because they was in a fucked up condition. The lice, hey, we tried to heal the fuck out of them. Then they killed all the goddamn witches. When do you think they went through some shit besides in their own land that they was just over here killing their own women? When have you? They've always made the European woman allegedly the epitome of beauty and poise and couth and stature and dignity and, right? Nobility. And shout out to them because they raised the motherfuckers that you work for now. Patient. They are patient women. Them bitches raise kings and conquerors. You can't even be mad. I'm dying. Yo, you can't even be mad at them. They raise the motherfuckers that take over the world. Yes, son, get up and go to work for them. They said minorities, we labeled ourselves that. You right about that shit. We afraid to self-govern. We don't want to. We want to be told what to do. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Facts. I don't like getting beat. I don't like it. I got a couple ass whippings in my life, and each one, I never did that shit again. All right? Right. Little spanking here and there and shit. Right? For not using my brain. Not because I actually did something bad, but because they knew I had common sense, and it was like, what do you... Real quick. But it was like, oh shit, you're right. Why did I do that? Listening to somebody else. Shout out to my neighbor Camille. My mother told us, turn that goddamn water hose off. And, you know, she changed my clothes, and did my hair over because it cooled down and it was no longer hot enough to be playing in the water. And my friend, so-called friend Camille, asked me, let's just turn it on. And I let her make me go against my mother, and my mother spanked me after she asked me one simple question, maybe two. She was like, did you do that because you wanted to do that? And I was like, nope, Camille told me to. And she was like, oh, okay. Spanking. If you're going to do something, let it be for your own will and your own choice and your own selection and your own desire. Not because somebody else fucking told you to do it. If you're going to jump, somebody else jump off a cliff, you going to jump off a cliff too? Think about how much sense that shit made. Thank you, mommy. Love you. Thank you. Shit make a whole lot of sense. And I tell her that while she here right now. I ain't gonna wait till she gone and wish I could say that shit. Some of y'all better care about y'all ships, y'all relationships, ownerships. Don't pay too much attention to the Holy See. But you better see what's on the motherfucking horizon. All legal terms I'm using. All of them. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the taste either. That's a fact. Che-you, they reading Webster's. That's why instead of black, they better get a Bouvier's too, because it kind of shows you how the judges and stuff will form their opinions and stuff. But you right about that, Che. Word up. You right about that. You right about that. We definitely got to get together, yo. Like I said, these assholes don't have no problems teaming up. We need a strong team of people that's willing. We need our youth to get involved, and we need them to, how we could get the youth to stop being so goddamn angry. First of all, stop giving them every goddamn thing they ask for. If you make them think the world's going to yes them to fucking death, they're going to be on drugs and be out here fucked up, disrespecting the planet, and have this fucked up sense of entitlement. Stop doing that shit. Don't be scared to tell them fucking no. It be for their own goddamn good. You make them materialistic, and you're going to have fucking issues, because that's our problem with this fucking consumerism shit. Any fucking way. Right? So we got to spend our time cultivating these children and redirecting them, especially financially, spiritually, just in all together how they live. So maybe the next time y'all move, don't buy no fucking TV. Now everybody forced to read. The house will be quiet. Motherfuckers will get bored. You got to retrain them. Even if you trick their ass, if they see everybody doing it, they going to want to do it. The same way they see you rap videos with the bitches twerking and everybody smoking fucking weed, they want to do it, right? They want to do it. They want to do what we doing. And a lot of our parents back in the 70s and 80s, some of them was on had chemical dependencies. We didn't want to be like our parents. Or we thought they dressed funny. We didn't want to be like our parents. These kids, they want to be doing what we doing. So somewhere the relationship is shifting to where they forgetting and we're forgetting to allow them to be children. But they only gonna do what you make them do. So again, maybe just don't buy no TV. Like, turn that shit off. Play Monopoly. Teach them money. I had a friend who used to play Cash Word with no, I think it's called Cash. No, it's a Cash. I forget. Cash Dad, go something like that. Cash Flow. He played Cash Flow with his kids. That motherfucker's gonna know how to buy houses. Like, that's like Monopoly times 10, because it tells you rate of interest, like just all types of shit. Like, it's a little different. It's a lot more complicated. It teaches them fiscal responsibility. It teaches them fiscal responsibility. You can't have no nation with a motherfucker that can't count and don't know how to manage money. Everybody, all within their own self-governing organizations, they have a secretary. They have a treasurer. They have, a president. This is the same thing in your municipalities. Only thing in your state is called the governor. That's who you supposed to be bringing your fucking complaints to. Y'all be barking up the wrong goddamn tree. Al Sharpton ain't gonna do shit for you. You fucking let Sharpton. What the fuck is that man do? He ain't been credible since Tawana Brawley. When y'all start trusting that nigga with a perm? Getting a fucking wash and set. Hair longer than some of these fucking girls. He was there when all these fucking civil rights acts that I read earlier was around. Why he ain't say none of that? He helped black your ass out. They blacked you right out. Black. At the end of the day, Kwanzaa, ha ha ha. I should post that show. We should post that show that I did. Darnella, Empress Mother, I love you too. I love you so much. I love you so much. That Kwanzaa shit, that man was a rapist. That man was hired. He probably was a Moor, right? Because who does shit like that? You gotta understand, all those skin folk ain't motherfucking kinfolk. Why would he do that? Right after Martin Luther King got killed, this how they put them Donald Goins and all them pimps, smack a hoe, treat the woman bad, get her strung out on fucking drugs, movies hit the college campuses, and all the baby boomers, little sweet little girls, got turned out in the 70s and 80s, and we mad, these motherfucking kids, grown niggas my age, walking around mad at their parents, and don't even know that their parents got completely swept through, undermined, and they came from the generation of parents that wasn't allowed to voice their fucking opinion, how they felt, couldn't make their own choices and shit. Like, y'all motherfuckers don't know the history, so you don't know what happened to your people, and you want to walk around with all this blame, but you never ask. And one thing for sure, and two things certain, unless you have your own fucking children, you always gonna look at your parents as responsible for some shit, right? Until you realize that your parents was once children, right? And you may find out things about your grandparents who you have no opinion of anything being wrong with, but where'd your parents get it from? So you don't look at things like that. Like, your parents are not just your parents. They're also individuals too. And sometimes with them being so busy being parents, they forget themselves. So you have to allow yourself to have your relationships with your parents, whether they fried, dried, or lean to the fucking side. It don't even matter. Everybody got a motherfucking story. It's best you start with your own. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You got to be careful with shit. Maybe your dad like to drink. Maybe alcoholism runs in, certain characteristics and stuff. You got to figure out where your vices come in and try and conquer your demons so it don't take over you. Everybody can't do that. I like to have a drink, but I don't drink till I get drunk. And then there's a nigga that like to drink too much. Not because he really a drunk. He just really like drinking. I smoke fucking weed. I like smoking weed. Maybe a motherfucker don't like smoking weed, but he like to fucking drink. His drinking ain't really affecting my life, so I'm probably not going to say too much about it. But if it affects his health, then that's the part where I'm going to be like, hey, homie. But that's really a medical sickness. You see what I'm saying? So some of these things we don't even take into consideration or have any compassion for certain things that may be going on with somebody else because we so caught up in our own shit. You ain't the only one fucking here. Ain't nothing wrong with self-preservation, but just like in your mind, you got to realize other people are on the planet and they exist and they feel and they have issues. They have things going on with them too. We gotta be able to settle our fucking differences and shit like that, whatever. If I say, oh, your shoes are nice, you can say thank you, bitch, and fucking look at me and like, what the fuck? These girls be crazy. Like, this, you know, this is too much shit going on that ain't got nothing to do with us, and what we arguing for? What we talking about? I'm not even going to engage in that shit. It's time to build. You know what I'm saying? It's time to build. It's really, there's nothing else to be said. There's nothing else to talk about in that capacity. Like, you know, and that's it. But I got nothing but love for y'all. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I got to get on my way right now. It's been all the way well. Y'all stay lit. And I'll catch up with y'all soon. Y'all cocaine.